till the comics bad guys sink. Twitch alarms and switching screens, the virtual world, no in-betweens. Karen touch and iron will, bad guys shiver at her thrill. With a crew she's never alone, virtual paws break every stone. Hot fans give justice call, feel her spirit stand so tall. Hot to justice, heart so pure, cracking cases that's for sure. Lost the sussy with a wink, till the comics bad guys sink. Switching screens, the virtual world, no in-betweens. Karen touch and iron will, bad guys shiver at her thrill. With her crew she's never alone, virtual paws break every stone. Hot fans get justice call, feel the spirit stand so tall. Hot to justice, heart so pure, cracking cases that's for sure. Lost the sussy with a wink, till the comics bad guys sink. To justice, heart so pure, cracking cases, that's for sure. Lost the sussy with a wink, till the comics bad guys sink. Till the body shines so bright, clumsy hot flood holds her crown, busting sassy folks she's found. The ears perk up a burp in sight, with a smile she takes the fight. Buns and balls won't break her stride, caring heart she won't hide. Hot to justice, heart so pure, in cases that's for sure. Lost the sussy with a wink, till the comics bad guys sink. Twitch alarms and switching screens, the virtual world, no in-betweens. Karen touch and iron will, bad guys shiver at her thrill. With a crew she's never alone, virtual paws break every stone. Hot fans give justice call, feel her spirit stand so tall. Hot to justice, heart so pure, cracking cases that's for sure. Lost the sussy with a wink, till the comics bad guys sink. Switching screens, the virtual world, no in-betweens. Karen touch and iron will, bad guys shiver at her thrill. With her crew she's never alone, virtual paws break every stone. Hot fans get justice call, feel the spirit stand so tall. Hot to justice, heart so pure, in cases that's for sure. Lost the sussy with a wink, till the comics bad guys sink. To justice, heart so pure, cracking cases that's for sure. Lost the sussy with a wink, till the comics bad guys sink.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, I'm back from my headache and Karma going to bed before me, which stuffed it up. So I mean, I'm still a bit tired because like it kind of like scuffed my sleep a lot, which was part of the problem, I guess. So I'm a bit tired right now, but we're streaming. And we're streaming. Wee! And run T-minus 22 days until I go for my stuff in the other countries, the Europes. Yay! But how are we going today, guys? So if I'm yawning or something today, it's just because my sleep is scuffed up. Oops-a-daisy. Oops-a-daisy. Oh, let me do this. I did adjust my stuff a bit to turn up the sound, hopefully, and we'll see if that helps at all. Let me move backwards. Blah, 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 blah. How we going? Oh, is it working? Yes, it is. Whee! Okay, let me readjust this. Perfect. Hey, how are we guys going? Welcome in, Ramu, Shadowstern, Quentin, Tony, Thosh, Caleb, Void, Sky. What's going on here? Well, we're going to do just some chill. I was either going to do a couple like video reactions to go through the suggestion area, and then maybe play some Cult of the Lamb, but a different save of like derp, of like no one dying or something, so I can see how many people can join. That's all I have on my mind right now. But yeah, so I was mainly just doing some work, and I had a huge headache the last couple days. Like I get pressure headache sometimes. Usually it doesn't last this long, but it did. So yeah, I have no idea why. I'll try my best, Ben. I'll try my best because I have a bad habit of reading the first part of names, just like everyone else apparently. Hey Thanos, I'm feeling better. I didn't get a headache all today. I did take a nap though, so my sleep is completely scuffed from having a migraine and sleeping a lot. So that's unfortunate, but what can you do? It was partly the migraine, but partly also my grandma was going to bed real early, and as you guys know, that does like mess in between my streaming. But I will be here for only 22 more days, and then I'm gone for 3 months. So our streaming will be back to nobody can stop us now. Nobody can stop us now. We do start the Hightail Minecraft's charity server for the next week tomorrow. Of course I haven't set it up properly. I haven't looked at it that much, but we're doing it. I signed up. It's like something semi roleplay. I don't know. If you don't know this about me, I actually super suck at roleplay. So I just signed up to be a peasant. Well, a civilian, so we can pick something stupid to do. So I'll have to have a look at that and how it properly works. And it's for a charity thing. So this week we're doing a charity with Mythic, Hearts, something heroes, blah blah. It's a charity thing. I'll have to look up the stuff. I posted in the Discord. Sorry, my brain is like because I was sleepy. But yeah, so we're launching that, and we'll be going into Minecraft. Pretty much when that's done, we'll have our own Minecraft server. So that should be awesome, and we'll get a good look at that. Yeah. And straight after that, we'll be going into our event for Broken ASMR. Straight after that, we'll be going into the anniversary stream event stuff, because we got that coming up straight after. Because it's almost a year since I debuted the live 2D model. Ooh. So we'll be doing sabotage stuff and whatnot. But over the time, I'm what the hell, man? You're a gooner, not supposed to be gooning. What is this? My mic, I don't know why the balance is off. It keeps like falling today. Not a clue why. Been doing my best to avoid Ari. Same. I haven't played any of them, and I don't. It's like I can't even play that game if I wanted to, because I haven't played any of the previous ones. So I have no idea what's happening. It's like jumping to the end of a story, right? A little bit. I've got a lot of stuff worked out. I still need to pay my medical insurance and, you know, all that stuff. So Still stuff to do. Still stuff to do. I got packing. Lots of stuff. Yeah, I need to say on the 1960 Liberty attack. I don't know what that is, so I got no thoughts, I guess. Nothing but air in here, I think. my mark. The mark. Suspect. This time this stream we're going to be looking at the suggested things, reacting to things, and maybe make a cult. We'll see. And not know. Get the gnomed. Get the gnomed. Hey Noggin, thanks so much for the redeem, you worthless piece of crap. You come in here redeeming worthless? Huh? 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 That's what you wanted? What a little bitch. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but you get the gist. You got it. You got the gist. It's fine. For the bunny cup. That was the redeem. It's what they redeemed. Yeah, I have handcuffs. Yeah. Handcuffs. I also have a gun. And my mic for when I'm telling people things. Like, shut up. Shut up. Now relaxed. That's pretty much it. Get gnomed. I do feel a little stinky, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I wouldn't lie to your face like that. I just woke up from my nap and I feel a little sweaty. Like right here in my temple. Yeah, because I just literally got up out of bed because I was napping in the afternoon because I kept falling asleep at like 2 p.m. And so I was like, I set an alarm to get up, have some food, and like stream. I smell like fear. Smell stanky like she's scared. It's true. Does that mean we're getting clumsy bunny cop proceeds to fail? PASMR? Nah. No, I only do cringe ASMRs for Subathon. No, I think we're gonna. Okay, I saw someone saying they're gonna run a shop in the RP Minecraft, and that sounds interesting. So maybe we should run a like homestead. If but I need to check what we can do in Hightail. But like we could be like we're farmers, but we still allow natural produce. And then if it's people we don't like, we let them starve to death. So yeah, I don't know. It apparently has like lots of stuff with our high inflation for realism. You make some good points. You're right. Do we do hardcore? Where can I submit mine? In suggestions in Discord. You can put them in there. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because I'll look in there or media, see the two. Yeah, we'll just go like heavy pro capitalism roleplay. You don't have a diamond? I don't give a fuck. Get out of my shop. The meme section's nothing but cringe. Hey, Roxas. Tone it down. What? And what are we even watching? Cringe. It's cringe, guys. What are we even watching? God, that's me. Me. I am the cringe. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's good to admit these things to us. No, I know I'm cringe. It's okay. I'm fine with it. Pressure's low. That's what's important. My bones are crunchy. Do you ever feel like that, or is it just me? It's probably my inflammation, but for my stupid autoimmune disease. But I feel crunchy today. Oh, stretch. Oh. Someone recognized. Wait, I thought Roxas was just being a bully. Still friends? Yeah, I wouldn't be talking to you if we weren't friends, bitch. I'd be like ignoring. See, that's the thing. I just don't answer people. See, that's the thing. I don't just like stop talking to people per se unless it's really bad. But I put people lower in priority. Like I'm less likely to respond because I'm like, I'll respond to that later. You know, kind of thing. but that's just my natural thing. Like when you like someone less, you're more keen to talk to them, right? Like that's just a natural response. A colleague. You know what I love in other people's streams? Other people. I don't want to compare you to like other viewers because I don't want to give you performance anxiety. But in other people's streams, they love their streamer and want to be friends with them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then you guys come in here going like, Del, I don't want to be friends with you. We're more like colleagues. I don't want to like make a fake like connection here, man. We just work together. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Huh? Huh? Everyone's always like, it's like, oh yeah, lots of people want to be my friends as a VTuber. Where, bitch? Where? Hey, Dark Whisper, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Delinquents. Hey, Ted. Oh, welcome in. Well, say friends. Well, that's the thing. I definitely think like when I get to know some people on stream a long time, I do think of them as like very friends. That's why I can joke with Roxas and people the longer they're here. I joke around and have like very different jokes, and I suppose that's not the healthiest to have because you can get like in trouble, I guess. Down under, someone I know, he's friends with Cindy. Oh, you're one of Cindy's friends for a recent VTuber. Okay, I need categories. Tips in what way? Because like if we need categories, someone yell out a category on like what's important. Like because VTubing is like a lot bigger than when I started, a lot more varied. Like it depends what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like the rules that used to be like a big deal just isn't as much anymore. Honor, justice, a good sword. That's what a VTuber needs. Dark choice, loyalty. uh, a a passion for the crusades. That's what will keep you strong. Yes, there's always VTuber drama. I'm working on a couple different ones for that officer channel as it is.
Dale, I tried to give you one of Tony's video about Predator Badlands review.
I don't remember that. Just assume I don't remember most things. It's 2 years as Dell's colleague. Thanos, don't make me come over there. I'll come over. I'll show you, colleague. on the Minecraft site, Gooner. The mic. Yeah, and that's how we get banned from every future event known to mankind. Come on, guys, we have to be good. We rarely get invited to things. We're antisocial. Thanks to the follow Flesh Vortex and Tragedy. Welcome to the Delinquents. I'm the dumb bunny Del. We talk about stupid things, and react to stupid things, and we play games. That's pretty much, and animes. What's that? We're gonna seize. Got it. I muted in time. No seizures. Still, I know exactly. That's the thing. I'm naturally very antisocial, so it's I just remembered like before the stream too. Took me out being social. I had organized to hang out with Luca, but I was sick all weekend and I didn't message them, so I feel like I can feel the beating. I can feel the smack up my backside. Luca's my friend who doesn't know, like, so yeah. Speaking of antisocial behavior. But that's what I find is like I would say like a bonus as a VTuber is if you find it easy to socialize. Like that's a good tip, is getting more comfortable socializing, because even if you don't go out of your way to socialize, you're gonna have to at some point. But seeing you hang out with City and stuff, I'm gonna assume you have some socializing skills kind of thing, because that was actually a very long journey for me, is getting better at talking. I'm still not great at like talking to people, or mainly because like I feel like when you're antisocial, where someone goes, I should contact people because I have a kind of need like in this to talk to people. That's their thing. Like, oh, I feel like talking to someone. I don't really get that feeling very often where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to someone. Like, I hadn't seen Luca in a little bit, and I actually messaged them to hang out with me, and they were like, who this? Who this? Do I know you? Do I know you, girl? And that's kind of just how it is.
What the hell is this?
So I had to kind of go out of my way a bit more, because it takes me a long time to go, like, I need social interaction. Where compared to someone who may want it every, like, couple days, social interaction or something, I'm just like, and it has been 10,000 years. Oh yeah, it's a bit different talking like you guys. I think that's also part of it. Like, when I'm talking to chat, why is this stuck? It keeps spinning. That I count that as a social interaction, you know? Like, this is socializing for me. And it's quite a lot of socializing. So a lot of the time, especially when I stream a lot, my other socializing goes like it disappears. I end up getting nagged by people. I can't communicate with covers social anxiety. Yeah, I don't I watch some of that. I do think it shows social anxiety well, but I don't think it shows people's reactions to social anxiety well. But it has that, like, anime trope, you're a cute girl, and everyone treats cute girls better. But, like, I think a lot of people had discussions when it was coming out that the reality of social anxiety is people don't find it that cute. Because it's annoying for most normal people. It's at one drop, yeah, fair. And collabing, but I need to. I've mainly been making content on my own. That's the thing. I would say that's good. Be able to, because the other side of the coin is being able to make stuff on your own is really important. Because I know a lot of people, like, I've met a lot of people over the years, of, like, being online, over VTubing, even, like, when I was a VR VTuber. Well, they could not make content on their own, you know what I mean? They had to have people around. And that is also an Achilles heel. Like, I guess, like, my basic ass bitch advice is, like, use multiple platforms on VTubing, make friends, have a good time, keep a positive mindset, don't pay attention to the numbers too much, don't just do it for numbers up, or money up, or you're gonna have a real bad time. And you're gonna end up, if you in it for only, like, for mostly money, you're gonna end up somewhere you didn't expect to be. Because realistically, with VTubing or content creating and YouTube, if you pay attention to the numbers and the money to only take you in a certain direction, you're gonna end up somewhere completely different than you thought you started. So this is why I always talk to people about having a good, like a moral base or standards for yourself is really important. Because you'll end up somewhere in a completely different universe. You know, it's like, who am I anymore, bro? Big time streamer, tell. That's the thing. Knowing what you're wanting to do is important. What morals, what that. I'm not saying being like the Virgin Mary. But, you know, have a standard for yourself that you're like, this is my line. This is my line. And that may change over the years. Don't let other people tell you what your line is. Like, when I first started streaming back in the day when dinosaurs roamed, I'm kidding. But back in back, like, when I was a 3D VTuber only, I was very unsure on content creation, and people would be like, you can't clickbait, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're bad female streamer if you do this, and stuff like that. And I was, like, very confused because I had only watched YouTube videos. I had no idea of the culture of YouTubing and what was acceptable. And that is the thing. If you let people dictate or push you into certain directions, you'll have no idea what you're doing. People love. I think it's a mixed bag, but I think I feel like the people here are pretty cool, and I'm very happy with. Hey, thanks for the raid, Asa. Welcome to the Delinquents homies. I'm the Dumb Bunny Del. We're just having a discussion about, like, because someone asked some stuff about VTubing. Before we get into reacts and videos and stuff, I hope you had a great stream with Asa. Yay! Hiya, hey guys, political streamer here, Tony Down Under, and let me tell you why being woke is cool. No, political streamers. I'm gonna stop myself there. But political VTubers are cringe, guys. Pardon me. Anti-woke autistic Becca, that's very chud of you. Okay. The Roxas keeps saying this, and I need to outline this. Do you know being friends if you, by that standard, if me being friends with someone that I don't 100% agree with would make me a chud or chud sympathizer, whatever you want to call it, wouldn't that also make you a woke sympathizer? It makes you woke because you're friends with a woke person. Air quotes. Damn woke sympathizers in my chat. Fucking kidding. Oh no. I love blue. Blue is my color. I do love blue. It's true. But yeah, because I said because they added a section guidelines. I don't think they're great, but like it's funny. Shoe on head. I haven't watched their newest video, but I know this comes around a lot that people get upset about who reacts to them or not. Like if you don't react to shoe on head, you're a pussy. That's scared. And going against the standards. And if you do react to shoe, you're a chud or whatever the fuck. And I feel like chronically online saying chud. I'm gonna be honest. It feels very chronically online. You don't have to explain it. Voodoo is the only one in chat that loves. I'm kidding. Everyone else is like, you okay? I'm mixed. I like some of her funny stuff. I don't agree with some of her stuff though. I would say she definitely leans in a direction, but I think she's fairer than a lot most. But I'm not saying that standard is particularly high on the internet. What's a child? What's a child? I don't know. Why are we talking about children? None have to react to anything. Exactly. That's what I'm a believer of. And I also don't think reacting to it makes you a supporter of it. Because I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm going bald, guys. Don't freak out. So we're going bald. Because that's how I learned about the word chud. Was it because I reacted to, I wasn't Chew on Head, but it was someone else's, and I did not like her content. I think it was the chick who's like an Australian but has moved to America or something. I don't know. I didn't know her full lore. I'm gonna be honest. Again, chronically online, referring to a VTuber's life as a streamer's life as lore, guys. It's not her backstory. It's not her history. It's just her lore. I didn't much like her video. Like, I thought she was like, it's not inflammatory, but I feel like she was like stretching things to try and like, you know how some people, obviously they're trying to rile up people into a certain direction. So, and I did agree with some of her the points she was making, kind of thing. Condescending, that too. That kind of thing. But I still watched it because I think it's important, even if you don't think you're going to agree with someone, to give it a shot. Because there may be some information back and forwards, blah, blah, blah. And you may see things from a different point of view. But for some reason, someone saw I reacted to that and they were like, oh, she must be a right-wing chud or something. And that's how I learnt what chud meant. I had to Google it a lot because apparently it means unattractive person. But if you're political pickle-brained, it means you're a right-wing extremist or some shit. But I think it makes sense. I definitely didn't know what it was because it's an American thing too. Worthless. Tell me that I'm racer chud that can only get big booty Latina because I'm passport bro. Oh my god, what are you legal mindset? Oh my god. You had to fly halfway across the world to buy a wife? Bro, that's pretty fucking worthless. The only way you can get a waifu is if you flash your mediocre bank account in a third world country. Ugh, that's absolutely pathetic. Absolutely worthless. And you know what? She's gonna leave you after 5 years and take half of everything you own. And then you're gonna cry about it. I'm kidding. I said 5 years because that's the stereotype in Oz, because that's how long it takes to get a citizenship here. Sorry, I only know Australian ones. Just imagine a 26-year-old obese man in swimming shorts and skivvy staring at you menacingly. Why am I menacing them? Why is I imagining that? Where? With just to get another opinion that doesn't make you a stand or a chat. Exactly. I think it's better to keep your, like, open a bit of it. Because you don't know what information, and it's good to see, like, what's the word I'm looking for? If, my ladies, how opinions are, you know what I mean? And not to say, like, I watch a tons of, like, you guys don't know, I don't really watch political stuff, so I do skip a lot of Head's mainly political things, because it's not even my politics. Like, I don't even, that's like, barely want to listen to my country's politics. You get upset at my video? That's because, no, I don't get upset at your videos. You were getting upset that chat was making fun of you. I can't control chat. Okay, they were saying everything he was suggesting was anti-woke stuff. It was kinda. It's like, oh, like that was the underlining thing, and I couldn't defend you. That's what I said. I said I couldn't defend you because a lot of it was political, like anti-woke gamer stuff, and so I was like, well, I can't help you. And then you wanted to prove them wrong. That was between you and everyone else, okay? I didn't pay attention to Star Wars politics. I know. What's not politics? What doesn't count as politics that I said? Because I don't know. To prove them wrong with that, I want to prove them wrong with points. But your points don't prove them wrong. You can't keep sending the same points. And then go, well, am I right yet? If they still don't think you're right, you need to go, am I right, and have a look at it. Because the thing is, people aren't going to agree with you. You can't just keep sending people similar content and go, well, do you agree with me yet? Rip. Well, and that's the thing, like, and it's fine if they disagree. Because I disagree on some things of it. Mainly, I think it's annoying. That's my biggest problem. I think a lot of the, like, woke versus anti-woke stuff is just annoying to constantly hear about. That's my only thing with it. Hey, thanks for the follow, Carrie. Welcome to the Delinquents. Hey, Ivan, welcome in. Oh. The big sleep agenda, yeah. Tinfoil hat time, guys. Tinfoil hat. You are ready to not be convinced. I tell Roxas that every time. It's just like, I really don't think I'm gonna stop finding this annoying. He's just like, Mama didn't raise no quitter. Exactly. We can disagree on anything. That's a fun part of life. Are we winning at Goonie? Are we winning, men? Are we winning? I'd probably not, seen. I'm gonna go by the suggestions. We're gonna have a terrible goon sesh. Gonna be rough. But yeah, it's funny, yeah. See, and then we get in the conversation where I'm concerned for you. You call them your compatriots. It's like, Roxas, I don't want you to be so on our side. It'll make you blind to the world around you. No, this is my team. I got goon because of Ramadan. Oh, my brother, we pray. I don't care about woke versus anti-woke now. I'm so bored of it. I just care for me of my internet. Is it good or not? If it's politics is in there, I will critique your politics. Exactly. That's why I think it's better to critique how it's done, per se, because trying to, like, censor what people are trying to say is also not the way, in my opinion. Like, because I feel like a big part of my problem with that stuff is it's always one side going, I don't want your stuff in it, I want my stuff in it, and that's it's freaking annoying. I get all yesterday. Oof, don't get diseases. We're gonna do some of the from the suggestion tab, some videos from that. You guys get to suggest some video. Just giving Gooner a fancy name. Your goon partners. The goon partners. So you can put them in suggestion or media, and we might make a non-dying cult if we have enough time. Depends how. It just depends how sleepy or not I am today, because I am a bit wrecked. My sleep is frick. Say how it was, let people create what they want and don't cancel people over what they make. See, that's the thing. I find it a hypocritical stance of don't cancel people for what you hate, but tons of people on both sides try and cancel each other for it, and I find that the hypocritical notion of it. And if you want people to create what you want, things cannot stay the same in that sense, because people are going to want to create different things. You know what I mean? Like, it's impossible for the, like, stay the same in what sense? Do we, the same of 2006? 2000? 1990s? Like, what stay the same? Do we just pick a year and go, we do not change from this point forward? 2010? Well, 2010 was crazy woke. And that's my point. Like, I don't, it's, the quality decline isn't all from one point, in my point. And you're starting to feel like it's becoming dangerous to be on VTuber because certain people use the same model as your avatar and do bad things, so you immediately assumes you're that person. I guess you can. That's kind of been a problem, but people need to read name tags. Shift from 2004 to 2024. I don't really think so, because I don't think the narrative on it really changed until 2020. Like, I don't see a humongous shift there, unless you're talking very mainstream media. But, like, the AAA game downgrade has been happening since, the midway through PS3 era, so it depends what you're talking about. How am I actively working against us loving you? How? Was made, and look how that turned out. Fallout was made? What do you mean? Which Fallout are we talking about? Which Fallout? I knew more without being harassed because of a proximity to chat video. What? Putting into books and making them into, I don't know what that is. And that's very American, I guess, and that's more have to do with other stuff. But comics have always been political. The first comics were political comics, but so I don't think that's per se the best thing ever to accept as an example. Comics, because they have been around since like the dawn of it. Was the first slopification of me some slop. Good job, SimCity. I always believed in you. Hey, Nolan, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Delinquents. It's the fact that you demonize your customer base for what they believe in. But you, see, that is the thing. I feel like you're the majority of the customer base, but it's not automatically. The thing is, I think it's like, so it may not be the majority of their customer base, but the writer themselves can believe something is wrong. So if they believe it is wrong, should they not speak on it because it may be offensive to some of their customer base? Is that what we're saying? That's kind of the thing that has to be pointed. So can nothing offensive be written? Because it could offend customer base. And that's when we get in the nitty-gritty of what's being censored. Or is it only opinions that certain people find offensive should be censored? Etc. Hey, Astro, thanks for the follows. A man made through the wild mustard plant. Not a clue. Not a clue. Nothing but air between these ears, I'm afraid. One thing that used to be my gem is made into something completely different. I'm okay with doing their own things, but don't ruin mine. I can understand that to an extent. Like, with... and I feel like that's a problem with reboots and remakes in general. Because we get every, like, you know, especially in like 2020 to 2018 kind of stuff, everything was a reboot, everything is a remake, everything is an adaptation. So I think we get more and more of that in general, and it's such a like a pain, and nothing new is getting made, and companies don't want to put money into making new things. Demand is, yes, that's what I think. Like, I think it's a slippery slope, and it's really a kind of censorship to go, you can't say this because it offends me. Isn't that like against what a lot of people believe? That cartoon where Donald was caught doing the mustache man. Oh my god. I don't know what to fight culture wars. I just find it funny how a $1 million company will listen to some unemployed slob on the internet. That's what I think. It's like, I do think when we think of like big corporation, what they do, we have to think that they're mostly thinking from the they are thinking from a money bottom line. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think indie games have any of these problems people are talking about. Oh, like, it's all slop, it's all ass, it's all woke or anti-woke. It's like all propaganda. Like, most games not from a AAA company are good. Since I've been playing more indie games, I am 10 times more satisfied. And it's not because they're less woke or whatever bullshit. It's just they're better. They're better, they're made well, they're enjoyable, and they're not made by a manager who told them what they thought statistically through people through focus groups wanted to buy a game. And then they told the art directors they don't give a fuck what they want. They want this in the game because through a focus group of what people want, anyone can make a niche and sell it to their customers. Exactly. But the indie is also a perfect point of woke isn't the problem, because tons of woke games are sold indie-wise very well. The problem is execution. And that's why I do think people miss the point when they just try it to make it a ideology culture war, you know what I mean? The Catwade, I am looking at it, I'm waiting for it to go on sale, the new Gen X. It looks good. It looks interesting. Over top of trying to make it games the lowest big possible. Exactly. They all want to be, it's the Marvel effect people talk about, and it's why movies have a big problem. They all expect to invest 200 million into something and then get like $1 billion return, and it just doesn't happen. I've actually not played any of those Life is Strange games. Strangely enough. Making their own story with the message they want to convey, they pivot and change something already exists due to their loyalty to their media instead of understanding only the original fan base and not expanding on it. Yeah, and it also has to do with companies don't want new media. They don't want to invest in it. They want something with a built-in fan base, and they don't care if you bastardize it or whatever. But it, in the end, comes down to the dollar, because they don't. It's like, they don't want to take the risk on something new. Kind of thing. And I would say that's true, Roxas. People misinterpret it, but that's kind of the whole problem. Like, even yourself, you sometimes move the goalpost on what is woke and what is acceptable and what isn't. And I think that's the whole problem with it when you blame it all on woke, air quotes, or it's not woke, it is woke. It both has the same problem. If you both use that standard of why a game is good or bad, it's like, look at the horse game. Did you see the stuff with the horse game come out? Umamami? Speaking of which, I wouldn't mind to play that again on stream. I haven't in ages. The war on that, because an idol group of people of color, black horse girls, pretty much came out. People were saying people are changing it, blah blah blah, in the fandom, but it was actually official. It was an official group that came out, and then a bunch of Westerners were saying, "I'm dropping it because it's woke now. It's woke crap." And look at them appealing to the West, and the company had to make a statement about it, saying this is something we wanted to do. And all the Japanese fans were like, "What?" Very confused by why people gave a shit. And this is my point, like, with people using it as a term to just try and enforce their ideologies onto things is weird. But that's the thing. I agree. But woke, you yourself interpret woke differently because woke is just progressive. In the original term of what woke means, it means progressive. If something's woke, it's progressive. So that is the thing too, with everyone having different ideas. No, woke is not communist. What? What? Weird. I mean, being awoken to the difference in existence of people and how different people and groups have privileges and their change advantage. Listen to who? Who are we listening to? Hey Scarlett, no, I'm not mad. That's just the bot, because with the Discord changes, things are getting stricter and stuff. I haven't even verified my stuff. Games tend to have less computer requirements, so end up running better. That too, I hate that they all try and push things like, here's my HD frickin' man pics. Like, Jesus Christ, my PC is on fire right now. Send help. Somebody help me. My PC is dying. Yeah. Work because I see the privilege of these people getting over people who's all on the Republican side. Huh? The privilege of these people getting over. You have to reword that. It doesn't really make sense, Roxas. Sorry. Support. Exactly. That's what I say. I'm just more against, like, the whole riling people up just to, like, be your riled up army. Me being woke at... Hashtag me being woke... where's my blush? No, that's not it. That's it. Oh, my blush has reset. Crap, it's barely there. Me being woke at 2 a.m. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. If you can help, why not just call out stuff as it comes out for bad content? Exactly. That's my biggest peeve. Before this anti-woke bullshit, we used to have discussions about games, their gameplay, how good they were, the storytelling, the art style, everything. Like now everything's just like, what ideologies in the game? Is it woke? And it's like, every game reviewers and game YouTubers are fucking ruined for a generation, I tell ya. Yeah, where's my blush? Prepare to I'm here. Give me a sec. They've been ruined, I say. Ruined for a generation. And that's one of the big things. It's like the anime ones, how it's been taken over. It's like, they're anti-goon. You know, how the anime sphere has taken over by Gooner. They're against the goon, my brothers. Instead of actually talking about animes and what shows are good and whatnot, it's all like, but they're anti-goon now, guys. This show's anti-goon. Exactly. It's because they get views, and that's why it's fucking annoying. And that's my biggest peeve with this, is we used to actually just talk about things, you know, about the actual shows, the actual games, and the in-depth part of it. It's like when I was watching the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, it started off everyone actually discussing the episodes, and as soon as the agenda people came in, either to make it woke or anti-woke, it just turned into, is this woke? Is this woke? This isn't woke, so I love it. Instead of actually talking about the fucking show. Like, you know, the actual entertainment. About it, but they call out both sides. I'm sorry, I can only find the ones they call out one. I guess so, but that's the thing. That's why I don't want to get involved with it half the time, because it's fucking nauseating. Yeah, exactly. Don't let the rich divide you, okay? Epstein wins. When you let the weak reach. I personally follow an anti-Hassan Piker channel. I drink my morning coffee too. Honestly, I only know Hassan Piker stuff from people in general, like, who are obsessed with him, and that's it. Like, see, my mindset, if I don't like someone, I ignore everything about them in their content. That end. Like, that's me 95% of the time. I only know stuff about him through memes, because he's not the kind of content I would ever watch, in general. But it fails because it's making stereotypes and bad tropes. It's preachy and poorly written. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I would say. Any content that is preachy is bad. Of anything. Like, that is just preachy, you know, poorly written, you know, kind of stuff. That's my thing. No matter the ideology, like, whatever you want to call them, left, right, I don't know, Moroccan, I don't know. So that is the thing. Also, a cool little indie game I've come across playing with someone else is Far Far West, co-op mission, based shooter with a 4-player magic progression, still an early demo. Oh, nice, demos. I've been really enjoying playing, testing out demos lately. It's been a lot of fun. I'm editing one right now for the gaming channel, even though I really need to have a better idea of what I'm planning to do with videos. It's over in an impactful, exactly, no, and it's like, it's over, I'm getting cancelled. I need that in everything. It's over. Oh, they're crashing out. Had demos, yeah, good times. Or your previous game would come with a demo CD in it, like, of new games coming out. Yeah, I don't think that quite relates, Roxas. Quite right. Come. The CDs, yes, Nerdrotic is a right-wing pop culture guy, and he's a spiteful motherfucker towards women and people of color in media. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like, a lot of, when someone suggests me, and I think it's because I try not to separate myself from women, because I know, like, a lot of VTubers and stuff will go, like, yeah, women, am I right? And it's fine to make some jokes and stuff, but when their whole, like, 90% of their video is like, I hate fucking women, am I right? I can't take them seriously. I'm just like, bro, what? It's like, if someone just, like, spends all their content hating on some X group, I'm just like, okay. Women, am I right? That's the thing. It's just like, it's like the crux of all your discussions is, well, I hate these guys. I can't take your research very seriously. Hey, James. Welcome to the Delinquents. Thanks for the follow. He's freaking married. Diabolical stuff right there. I love women. I just wish they loved me. Fair. Hey, I mainly have the respect if they, like, I just need one woman to love me, and I'm like, that's based. Darth Vader? Nah, he'd kick my ass, I'm gonna be honest. Enjoy their sponsored Nissan Cup Odd Noodle Final Fantasy collab. Yeah. Pandering and virtue signaling is not exactly. That's why I think I jokes are one thing, but when your entire stick is just pandering to some group, especially, and I feel like one of the biggest pandered group is hashtag I hate women. Am I right, chuds? Am I right, chads? Buy my dating thing on how to get girls, but we don't need it because we fucking hate those dumb sluts. That's like the easiest pandered group to get money, and it's just like, oh, pain, agony. And I think it's the same, like, you know, the whole, it's not as extreme, but there's, like, some parts of that of, like, I hate guy material, like how it's always just slagging on people. Oh, I saw the trailer for Devil May Cry Season 2. Let me have these beliefs in your chat without being punished. You also raise it as the same as me in these people's eyes. No, I'm not. I have said this so many times. No. You keep saying that, and I've gotten in trouble for interacting more with left-wing people. I think you have an idea that your side is good and the other side is bad, but you keep saying I'll get in trouble for being friends with you. I have not. Or being friends with, or even interacting with people, right-wing people. No, I haven't. I've gotten in trouble more for interacting with left-wing people. Specifically, even by Roxas has told me not to hang out with people that are left or something, or I don't like that person, they're left. But on Twitter all the time. But that's the thing, you're defending me, but you don't think it's bad that, like, I get in trouble for who I hang out with. But you think I'm going to get in trouble for hanging out with right-wing people. But I actually get in trouble the most for hanging out with left-wing people. Like, I get told who to hang out with all the time. Like, don't hang out with that left tuber. Don't hang out with that left tuber. Don't hang out. I don't even hang out with them. Like, I comment on a random person's fucking thing on Twitter, and people's like, they're left-wing, I hate them. Oh, you know, some fucking bullshit. I'm like, bitch, I don't know their life story. Do I fucking look like their mum? Not to hang out with me, and I say, I would if I could. And the rack size of your model hops. That's fine, and I appreciate that honesty. That's the thing. I go by the I won't tell my viewers who to hang out with, and they shouldn't tell me the same. You know what I mean? It's like, unless they think they're like literally Satan kind of thing. Like, I ain't gonna tell you who to watch. But the thing is, it's not even people who watch me that do it. It's just fucking randos on Twitter. You know, Twitter, that godless place. So hard not to make an extremist stance. Yeah, I can see that. And that's the thing, like, I can... And... I don't think just because you say, like, oh, you comment on someone's thing, I think it's very weird that you're public enemy over it. However, please, as you should. And that's what I think. That's why people's like, oh, I don't want you to, like, hate this X community. And it's just like, well, I'm not gonna tell you to stop interacting with any communities. That's your cup of tea, and that's your right. And I don't think they should, like, cross, you know, piss streams. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you interacting or watching one VTuber should stop you interacting or watching a different VTuber if, for whatever reason, you enjoy watching them. Fixed, but it works. But you could try... I know, I was supposed to get some WD. I need to tighten the bolts, too. And I really need to get around to it. Either way, I'll be getting a different chair in Europe, so that's something. I know, and I do find it funny that Kerr says that Twitter is a sea of piss, but she got mad at you. Yeah, I did find that very funny, and she likes, about that, because it just came from that I talked on someone's comments she didn't like, and I was like, that's odd. Well, what can you do? Having different opinions around you is good. It helps you consider more different. Exactly. The only time, like I say, I don't know if I like that person if they're just a blind hypocrite. You know, like they don't have any, what do you call it? Balls. No, they don't have any kahunas. What is the word I'm looking for? My brain is too dumb today. They don't have any more conviction to their stances. Because I can respect a lot of stances. I knew someone that was very Catholic, very Christian, even did their thesis on it, had tons of respect for him, thought he was a very smart guy. But as soon as I found out he was cheating on his wife and had a mistress, I was like, bruh, no respect here. It's like, it's like, I can respect you, like, no sex before marriage, respect. Believing in your beliefs, respect. Living, like, thing. Yeah, hypocrites. I can't do it. That's my line for me. When it's just, when you say one thing and you do the opposite, and then you try and still have a holier than thou attitude over it, even, that's just got to annoy the shit out of me. Anime Shop Game Simulator, by the way. I enjoyed it, but I like the Gachapon more so far. I'm editing them both up, but the Gachapon got an update. They can do level 5 now too, so I like the Gachapon more so far. I don't think I see enough on your hypocrisy. I guess in ways you can be a hypocrite because you're Christian, but you're a Gooner. Put them together. But to be fair, I don't know how Christian you are. That's a thing too. I do believe Christianity comes in a, like, serious level. So how serious you are. You know? It's not like a one shoe fits all, right? Like most religions. Yeah. It does have a bit of a slow start. I think it doesn't have as much in it yet, but it is on demo. And Ari called Shoto was weird. Anyone can complain if you stick with your point of view. Yeah. Oh, war crimes are society collapsing. Due to unchecked capital gain. That's what. Yeah, I know what capital gain is, guys. How about you explain it to me, so I can tell you if you're right. Right? I know what that is.
And I know I'm not perfect, so I don't judge others. That's why I with trans, I have no issue with gay people because they'll send it between them and God, not me. And that's a fine attitude to have. Again, it's only when you try and force it onto other people to live the way you want them to live, I find problem. And that's the thing. That's completely fine mindset in mind. But later in life, okay, agnostic. That's fair. Catholic to agnostic pipeline. Yeah, it's like that's the thing. Like, and that's everyone's choice and everyone's like journey, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Or non-binary character written badly or well, it's not political. Yeah, that is the thing. I think a lot of people like weigh in, especially on historical ones, with absolutely no idea. They just see something and jump the gun. Because that's the thing. In a lot of different cultures, there is actually non-binary people. It's the same when people talk about the genders, like intersex and hermaphrodite syndrome is also technically an in-between gender. We don't have like a tick for it, but it's technically that's something natural that occurs in science, etc. You know, as nature. And it seems like in different cultures and stuff there's different standards, and depending on what period you're talking about, it's the same. Like, people always gasp at a female warrior in a historically accurate games or show, but in a lot of like non-Christian countries, female warriors weren't that uncommon in different periods, and you can't just go one shoe fits all kind of thing. Reason why I heavily just fake Christians and Catholics, since they doing horrible things like pushing their faith in the form of their fear mongering. Yeah, that's why that's why I disagree with anyone who tries to push their beliefs in general, and that's why I'm in the like I would be considered non-woke of I don't think, other than like explaining things when asked to kids, etc., saying to be tolerant, kind, anti-bullying. I do think we should try and like keep kids to an extent, but I believe that for any ideology, because a lot of people have the idea only trans or gay ideology shouldn't be taught to kids, but I don't think it should. I don't think religious ideologies and all that stuff should be shoved down kids' throat either, or taught to them, because they are too young to understand it. But the thing is, most people wouldn't agree with that because they see their ideology as the superior ideology. And that's the thing. Once you say ideology shouldn't be taught to kids, then that's all ideologies. You know what I mean? Like, should not be taught to kids is kind of the problem. So I like 100. Why would I play it with Mega Bonk is $9? That's another thing with those price tags go hard on AAA games, especially converted into Oz. Yeah, it's just like. I'm from the LGBT stuff. That's why I'm mostly against it. That's the thing. I do think like some things need to, especially when you get to a certain age, right? Like sex ed and stuff like classes. Like some things have to be taught, or they're gonna get in trouble. Like, because you know the risk factor once they get to a certain age starts going up of things. No, being pride parades, those things are for quick degenerate. I think they are more adult focused, and that's what needs to be kept into mind. But that will depend on your country, like and where they're held. That's why in Australia you have to say what age it is, and you're legally responsible for that age bracket. You know, you're legally responsible to keep it within that. You know, and that's why I think stuff like that's important. Hey, multi, the mines and factories, screw those little freeloaders. The kids want the mines. Oh my god. That just reminds me of that take. I'm not going to say whose take it was, but they said that the low 20% of people in the world should just be working the mines and slave labor camps or some shit. And I'm just like, for fuck's sake. Yeah, exactly. I do not like the using anything for criticism. It's like, I will use this to shield my criticisms. I can't be bad because XYZ, and I do find that freaking annoying. Okay, we're gonna set up here because we've been yapping for like an hour. So I'm gonna slowly move over. Imagine. Okay. Dell. Thanks, Scarlett. I try to be okay. You know what I mean? Gotta sleep at night, as they say. Urgent always gets bully except for except for Christian. It doesn't matter. Lumen satellites. Only SB is okay to me. The T is not. I have no problem with the T. It's up to people can live their lives. Spotted. Yeah, he's up there. I have peak incoming. I have no problems with people just choosing their own paths and things. I'm going to stop discussing this with you because I actually want you to watch videos and I don't want to be caught up. I don't want to give you extra work today. See, that's why it's like when people's like on that chud list like stuff. I was like, I don't think I can be challenged. I love the games. Love my homies. For the best place where there's a new game. Hot piping tea straight down your gullet. I don't know. It's so funny to me. Got to head off and work on your video. Bye, Tony. Hope your video goes well. Bye bye. Oh, of course he's another Aussie, Tony Down Under. Yeah, it's another one. Are you in the VTuber group for Aussies? I might play Call to the Lamb after. We'll see what time it is. I'm just sleepy today, so we're just playing it by ear. How is Straub not a chud? Explain your work. How is she not a chud? Why isn't this moving screens? The Aussie VTuber group. You're in it too. Tony Down Under. I was asking if he was in it. Why won't this change screens? Piece of crap. But she used to think she was bisexual, which she now disavows. She has less values, which left values to everyone. It's the fact she hates what she thinks. She says specifically she disagrees with trans people, and she hopes they get better and detransitions. That's So I don't think that's being nice to everyone. And what left ideologies? She already disavowed being bisexual sex work. She says it's wrong now, etc. Well, that's not considered being very tolerant of them either. If you think they should get better, they should stop being trans and get better.
Skill issue.
Like that's the thing. I don't think that's the same as live and let live, you know? Why won't this out things? Like, if you want them to change who they are, it's like, that's not live and let live kind of thing, in my opinion. Why won't this change? We're gonna have to use the other string. I don't know why OBS won't change. Fucking weird. It's like locked somehow. I don't know what the hell I've done. Fuck my Judd wife. That is wider than... And that's fine, but saying I hope they get better and they need to transition, it's not the same as them detransitioning. That is not the same as I hope you get better and you should detransition. Make women prize vote. Too much privilege. That's the thing. That is an American-only problem you guys have and rarely happens. And you know what we have in Australia? Unisex bathrooms. And you know what also happens in Australia? No one talks to anyone when we piss. But that's the thing, like, also, Australian has proper, you know, stores that lock themselves. But that is a thing. More people get assaulted in bathrooms by just actual men walking in and assaulting them. The idea that people will, like, kick out men in a bathroom and it will stop all crime is just not true. to, but they're free to use for anyone. Exactly. And that's why I think, honestly, lock individual unisex is really the safest option. Because in Australia, the most assaults that have ever happened in a bathroom were just random, like, 20, 25-year-old men walking in and sexually assaulting someone. Like, one of the biggest stories in the last couple of years was some 25-year-old dude just sexually assaulted a 65-year-old grandma in the bathroom. He just walked in, did it, walked out at a shopping center. And that's the thing. It's the you think because they're like, I'm trans, that it shows you that, oh, now I'm unsafe. Dude, you are always unsafe. Your illusion of safety was broken. And that's the thing, because public toilets in general are just unsafe unless you build them to be safer. And the thing is, every normal person in a day-to-day life is not going to stop you from going in a public bathroom because they're not going to interact with you. And the thing is, most people, more than anything, are probably going to think you're a dad going in with your kids to the bathroom or something. Okay, yeah, I can't get this to work. I do think I do think, like, honestly, just better bathroom stalls and unisex is a solution for that. But also, trans people are like 0.6% of the population. It's not as big as a problem as people like to push it out to be. So, because, you know, it's like seeing a fucking unicorn actually seeing a trans person in real life. I cannot get this to work. I don't know why. We'll have to watch on this screen. What can you do? Why does it seem like everyone talking about it? I think the whole trans... Yeah, but I think the difference is you think it's one side, and I think it's both, more the other side using it. You blame garbage people. Exactly. Always blame the garbage people. Like I make this example before we get into this. You wouldn't want someone blaming all men for the thing of a small percentage of men. Why would you blame all X group? And that's the thing. If you don't like the all men thing, I would say it's hypocritical if you're like, oh, well, what a bad trans person, so they're all bad. That would make you... Yeah, that's because of infighting. Despite being less than 1%. That could be said about any group harassment online. And it's like saying, oh, men are bad because they put in a significant amount of harassment online. Nah. But also, I prefer not to use troon in the chat because it's kind of... It's a very insulting word, and I don't particularly like it to be used, if we can avoid that. Because I try and keep it at least normal for everyone. Exactly. I don't like generalizing. And I won't do it to men, I won't do it to women, and I won't do it to small people too, you know, going, well, they're all bad because they're XYZ. Extreme, and people, I do agree, way to make shield... Yeah, that's fair. Thanks, Roxas, for saying that. If a nasty-ass man is going into a toilet and attacking women, then they can just say, I'm as a shield, that's the stuff I'm against. Actually, people who suffer from gender dysphoria look bad. But the thing is, yeah, they could use it in a shield, but they don't need it. That's the thing, like... If someone wants to assault you, they're going to do it, shield or not, and they have proven they will. It does not increase the risk, the thing is. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. I just find this topic very interesting on it, because when it comes to it's women saying, oh, they need protection from men, etc., because of attacks, whatever. They say women need to stop being defensive because it's such a low percentage of men that do it. They need to be more accepting and open because it's a smaller thing. But if a trans person do it, then it's just like, oh god, get rid of them all. Oh, hate all trans people. Or fuck trans people using toilets. I guess they can piss on the street. Because a trans person might assault a woman or scare someone. But when it's a generalization about all men, then that's bad. And that's what I think is kind of hypocritical on it. I think in general, generalization against men, trans, women, or whatever isn't a great idea. Because it misses, like, the point of actually to make a solution. For me, on this. But I do think it's, like, picking when to want to defend women. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a consistency of actually wanting to protect women in these ideas. Nah. It's a terrible at recycling anyway. Glass is so much better, but it costs more to ship. It's a conspiracy, I tell ya. A little bit, yeah. Glass is also great. I love glass. I agree we should not generalize all people, but neither should we close our eyes to trends that do occur, like that men generally are more violent. That does not mean that men are all violent, but it does mean a woman has to see men as able to be violent and be able to action to protect herself. Yeah. I think that's the thing, like, you can't stop yourself being in defense mode, you know, protecting yourself. That's fair. Like, in your day-to-day life, a part of human nature is protecting yourself, right? And that's the thing. Especially when you're in charge of most of the time your own safety. And that's why I'm against thought policing. Help the people not have so many kids. Actually, there's historical proof of a lot of stuff that currently it's more complicated, yeah. There should be male and female toilets and unisex single stalls. This conversation. Everyone is the most neutral option. Yeah, and I think also depending, I think it's good to have, because our unisex stores are like one big room and it's locked, and it's a lot more safe. I think that's good too if you have problems or you have like a disability that means you have to be in the bathroom longer or you can't protect yourself as well, kind of thing. Like, I think that's just universally good. I'd prefer not, I think. Like, because I don't know what video it is, but I have a feeling I know what it is. Because is it the drama one she was in? Is it okay for us to be friends, Del? What do you mean? Friends. In what context? Okay, I got this video because I've seen this and I thought it would be interesting, especially on the topic we're on, right? It's like how Japanese women see me, and it's like about the brutal honesty of like how Japanese women are, and I thought it was like really interesting. Like the cultural differences on Discord. Yeah. I only friend people I kind of I interact with a lot and are friends with, like as in I talk to a lot or need a reason to, just because I have been spammed a lot in the past, etc. So unless they're like other content creators I have collabed with or are collabing with in the future, or I've known them a very long time. You're the spammer, Rox. And this is not one of your suggestions, this is just one I thought was interesting. Then, as friends, yes. I don't add random people as friends or viewers as friends on there just because I ended up getting just flooded with messages and I find it very difficult to keep up with them. That would be like if in event things, like I knew Roxas for years before so he could send me links and for stuff. No, it's okay. It's okay to ask. I just like I'm not upset about it. I just I just did want to explain my reasoning for it, because I used to have them open, my DMs in general, and that was a mistake. Is peak oh my god. She hates her. That's the thing. It's like it's not the only person messaging. It's also the reason I close them, not even the friends thing, is because freaking those creepy discords that try and send you like, do you want to become an OnlyFans girl? It's like, no. Oh, do you want to do content creation? No.
like, stop DMing me, you creepy motherfucker. Yeah. Okay, let's do this video. Yeah, I know that Scarlet. I just haven't like seen enough of your stuff and stuff. I usually meet people through friends of friends, or I watch their content and get to know them a bit. That's usually how I go. The art scam request, yes, those two.
と、めんどくさい。
なるほどね。
めっちゃめんどくさい。
はいまあ
不老者の日。
なるほど。ここ
Oh, that was brutal. At first, you were annoying. Now you're homeless. Okay, I need to move myself, and because we're on the screen, I have to do it here. This is gonna be annoying, but what can we do? Not much.
Okay, Noma-san. Today I met up with my former coworker, and not just we're a coworker, but we've been friends for almost like 12, 13 years, and we did like a live performance, like maybe 2 or 3 times together. Like I'll play guitar, she'll like sing, we'll sing together. Yeah, we did that. We skateboard a little bit together.
Yeah, Japanese don't like facial hair. This is like something I've like said before when we watched the video about the American or Swedish or something, some foreign guy in Japan looking for a wife, and he had like really scraggly like facial hair, and I was like, that's such a no. To Japanese people, they are not a fan of facial hair.
Maybe yeah, and with my brother too. Yeah, dude, she's like one of my close friends in Tokyo especially, and recently she quit job and like so much different situations, so I wanted to know what's going on, so I called her and say, hey, let's hang out, and yeah, we
As a connoisseur of the menfolk guys, I'm gonna say my opinion on why he's wearing an indoor hat, bucket hat. I want to say balding. I'm gonna be honest. In my experience, the only time men wear hats constantly or indoors is because their hairline is receding. It's like nothing against wrong, but that's nothing against it. But that's usually the reason.
we were drinking. Right now it's like 3 a.m. I feel sorry because she gotta work tomorrow morning, but I'm sorry. すみません、本当に。Yeah, and then I just asked her right now. It's like, so her name is Pino. Okay, yeah. So
Pino,
her
cute.
name is Pino, and I just asked right now, hey Pino, can you be in my video just right now? Because recently, you know, like Noma-san's, I made that video about like maybe I want to try looking for a girlfriend, and I really don't know anything, so I thought it's best to ask woman.
Exactly, guys. Got to go to the source. If you want to get the source, you have to go to the source. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's why the Asian people tend to have thinner facial hair. It's why this beauty standard is a clean shaved face, because that is the most common kind of thing. But I'm not sure. I think groomed is better, but like I think clean shaven is still the superior choice in most Asian countries.
And knows me. I don't know what she's gonna say, but maybe yeah, she can tell me about good thing, maybe bad thing.
I don't know. I find that saying works, because you can ask a fish what they like to eat. They're gonna know best what they like to eat. Because I'm gonna be honest, most guys, if we're using that, it's like asking someone who's never caught a fish how to fish most of the time on the internet.
You know, advice, you know, yeah, seriously, because she know me. Hopefully I can learn something. はい。じゃあまあ改めてもう一回。
Cheers.
Cheers. いやでもマジで、多分女性で日本で俺のこと知ってるのは多分ピノだけだと思う、マジで。
あ、そう。
いやだってまず仕事もさ一緒にいて、で仕事ってやっぱ結構さ、
But they'll definitely tell you what they don't want to eat, Benny. But yeah, that I would say if you're gonna ask someone who knows how to fish, if you're gonna use that, ask a married man, because at least he knows how to actually lock down.
も出やすい場所じゃん。なんか疲れてたりとかもするしさ、長い間ね。俺がもう神経質でストレスになってなんかいろいろ迷惑かけた時もあったし、だからそういう意味でもなんか俺のねこと知ってるなと思って、だからそういうのを聞くの一番ピノがいいかなと思ったんだけど、まあでね、さっきもちょっと言ったんだけど、まあ これからね、ガールフレンドを
はい。
15、6年ぶりに
15 or 16 years.
作るんですか
I'm curious.
作れるんですかね。
I'm gonna make one. I am curious. I'm curious why. I do know a lot of guys who just don't think about it.
作りたいんですかそもそも。
今まではない、本当ゼロだったんだけど、今こう YouTube 的にネクストレベルに来た気がするの。その、
The next level in life. He wants kids. Nah. Okay, Scarlett, definitely let me know when your debut's coming because I'm doing the highlights and I'm doing debuts in a short highlight now on the Officer channel. So I'm gonna do like debuts coming and stuff for the week. So definitely let me know when
生
it's
活
coming.
面とか収入面とか、ちょっとそういうことを考えられるフェーズに来たっていうのもあって、
今まではね、自分が
そう
精一杯みたいなね。
はい、そうなんですよ。だからちょっと今考え出してる自分もいるという、そうそうそう。
視野に入っ
はい
てきた。、
そうなんですよ。
うん
異性としての、
うんうん。
としていいところ
I'm
と、
curious about his age. Like, when did he get to do that? You can just talk to me on Discord. I usually make a post on Twitter even about it. Like when the week's coming, saying I'm taking submissions for it. So I'll let you know when I'm taking submissions for the week coming, kind of thing.
まああるんだったらいいところ。で、もちろんその後にできればダメなところを教
Like
えてほしい。
I
まあ
try
あ
to
れ、
answer things in general now.
あれ、あれば、ないことを祈るけど。
ロビンのいいところは、
はい
これはなんか日本人的な
Probably, I would if everyone in my family stopped having kids at like such a young age. I do from a young. I was like, I ain't having kids that young. Get out, get out of
感
here.
覚かもしれない
ほう
けど、
ほうほうほう、おもろい。
日本人の人ってシャイの人が多いから、
はい。
その
Shy boy life.
いいことを褒めてくれたりするとか、
あ
その日本人の顔で日本人のペラペラなのに、
はい
その感じだ
なるほど
とすごくよく見える。
あ
その日本人的には。
なるほどね。あ、そうなんだ。
うん
それはなんか全然わかんなかった。
そのすごくストレートになんか私のことを褒めてくれるみたいな。他の日本人よりも。
Man, that would definitely stand out in a culture where you don't usually express yourself. Being able to do that would be good.
みたいなイメージはあると思う。
なるほどね。そんなに言わないもんなんだね、その
But okay, night night, Scarlett. Have a good
日
one.
本人は
言わないと、なんかあなたはこういう子だよねみたいな会話を男の人、日本人の男の人はあんましない。日
あ
本人しか考えてないんだ。
いや、でもね、そこもちょっと
そもそもよ。
確かにね。いや
そう、あなたの、
うん
その話が始まっ
確かに
て
確かに。
の相手がどんな相手を望んでるかを知らないからさ。
まあそうだよね。やっぱり日本語の方が得意んだよ、なんだよね、
うん
俺は。やっぱりこの自分の気持ちとか、いろんなのを言語化一番できるのは日本語な気がするから、だから自然とやっぱ日本語がいいかなっていう感じなんだけど、でも別に日本人じゃないとダメっていうわけでもないっていうかね、まあ自分もその幼少期サイバーに
Is okay? Why is it? I'm curious. Why is it bad to be baby crazy as a guy, guys? To be fair, I think baby crazy as anyone probably isn't the best, most conducive to wise decisions. But yeah.
見た時は、
うん
その英語の彼女見たことあるし、
英語はわかる日本人の女の子が一番いいかも、ね。
あ、それはありよ
す
ね
ご。くいい、ね。
すごくいいな。まあ帰国子女。まあ、俺みたいな人
いや、そう、
ことね
同じ、やっぱ結局、
確かにね。
その境遇というか、
そうですね。
なんか、磁場が一緒だったんだよね。
確かにそうですね。本当そうですね。まあじゃあまずフォルム。
フォルムね。
デブフォルム。
ピノがさ、デブが嫌いじゃん。まずね。
なるほ
ピノは
どですね。
ガリガリがタイプだか
はいはいはい
ら、
はい
ちょっとあれだけど、
なるほど。
I don't.
今の日本、
I like skinny guys. Most Japanese women. That is the thing too. I think a lot of people take into consideration in Japan. The beauty standard is similar to most Asian countries, Korea, Chinese. It leans to very thin, even for their guys.
日本人の女の子の
はい。
トレンドはおそらく
はい
ムキムキだから、
今そんなトレンドなの俺全然知らんかった。
うん、
あ
筋肉がある人っていうか、多分鍛えてる人が好きなんじゃないかな。
あーじゃあもう俺真逆やん。
そうなの？
いやだって俺もう鍛えてないし、もう完全デブだし。
超デブ期を知ってるから
あ
全然痩せたなとか思ってるけど。
あ、そうかそうか、あの時よりね。まあでもね、全然デブですよ。たまに俺が言われるのが、今座ってると俺肉がビャーンなるけど、
うん
立ってる時はラグビーやってたみたいな。
あーはいはい。
なんかそういう系たまに言われること、その
そうね、
まあ空手と
が
か
たいいよね、
そうそうそうそうそう。でもそういうことではないんだよね。
いやなんかね、多分ね、鍛えてるっ って言ってるだけでもいいかも。
あ、なるほど。じゃあちょっとジム行き始める。
今の日本人だったら
なるほど。
どういう形をしてるかっていうよりかは、
うん
フォルムじゃないかも、それって。
あー
どういう暮らし方をしてるかに近いかも。もしかしたら。
自己紹介の流れで、
うん
自然と例えば俺はスケボーで縦断しましたとかさ、
はい
絶対話すことあると思うし、
うん
デフだけど、
うん
動かす人なんだなっていうのは多分伝わる気がするんだけど、それじゃ
Skinny or at least not overly fat people is just basic biology reasoning. I don't know. There wouldn't be chubby chasers if that's true, 100% true. But like, I don't know. It depends. Like, because there's like a lot of different body types, right? Like, I think they don't like definitely when someone looks obese or something, right? Is that like the word? Where their body looks really out of proportions? Because you know, some people can just carry their weight better. But I think with guys too, they can be bigger and not be like, oh, he's fat, he looks strong kind of thing. And it's not even, he doesn't even have to be like a big muscle bodybuilder kind of thing.
ダメなんかな。
ジムに、なんなら多分行ってなくてもいいのよ。
なるほど。
ジムに行ってるって言ってることが大事みたいなことはあると思う。今の女の子
今のトレンドがね。
そうそうそうそう。
でも全然知らんかったわ。
いやだ
やっぱ
と思う。
ね、俺本当に女子とか話してないし、まああとそういう情報チェックしないから。
日本人の女の子は全然ムキムキ。
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. If we're talking about Japan too, Ivan makes a good point. He is probably at his weight now, which she said is lower than he usually is rotund for Japan. You know, that's how thin their thin is.
が好きじゃなかったはずなのに、なぜかムキムキがまあ好きになってるのはすごい感じている私は。
あとこれはやばいですか、やっぱヒゲは。
ヒゲはね、ちょっとこっちに見てみて。
あ、ここ。
そう。なんかそう伸ばしてるけど、薄いんだよね。
そうだね。確かにわかるわかる。
だと多分まあホームです。ファッションじゃない。
まあそうだよね。いや本当そうだよね。そうね、そうね。ここだけ反ってるけど、ここはもう全放置だね。
でしょ？全放置してそこしか伸びないんだったら、ヒゲスタイルはちょっと諦めた方がいい。
なるほど。
Brutal give up on the beard. To be fair, I brutally do that sometimes when someone's like, "Is my beard good?" It's like, homie, it's time to let it go. Because that's the thing. You can either grow a beard and you can't, and it's no shame on it. But sometimes your beard grows in funny, and a true homie will tell you. Looking and yeah, I've liked his videos I've seen. He seems very funny. Has it set to top chat? If it didn't, you would be allowed to use cuss words. I don't think so. It depends what the cuss word is. I think it has it naturally set to medium. I'm on default on YouTube.
ちょっと残すのも微妙。
ここはいいんじゃない？
ここはいいけど、でここだけ全剃り。
私はその個人の好きを尊重するタイプだからだけど、それでもこの長さは理由を問いたくなる。そう。で私は理由知ってるから問わない。
まあそうだね。
そのモテようって思うんだとしたら、その一般の女の子を代弁すると、まあ受け入れがたい。日本人の女の子だったら。
And I think that's the thing when people ask for advice about how they look, especially the Western approach of if you say if you don't tell someone they're attractive, they're going to get hurt feelings. There's a different approach of, oh, are you ugly or not, to what will make me look more attractive. And when you ask what will make me look more attractive, that's when you get it's more brutal answers you have to be prepared for.
しかもロビンは多分結構
A retired sumo wrestler. Oh, did you get your butt kicked?
ベイビーフェイスなのよ。
That sounds
あ、
crazy.
そうなんですか。いや全然わからんですけど。あ、そうなんですね。なるほど。
もっとなんかこの辺がその渋いのかおじいちゃんっぽいのかわかんないけど、ヒゲがフィットする顔立ちだったらいいけど、だから逆に言うとそのモテたいんだったら剃った方がいいと思う。
なるほどね。例えばそのもう自己紹介の段階でその YouTuber やってて、まあこれが僕のキャラなんですみたいな、そういうこう説明があってもちょっとなかなかむずいですかね。
いいんじゃん。だってそれはさ、剃るタイミングがないんだねを理解してたらそれはいいんじゃない？
なるほどね。そ
れがまあ普通に別に剃るタイミングがあろうとなかろうと、はっきり今言っていいんだよね、ちゃんと。
あ、もう。
I can't be honest, right, man? But I think he let me win. That's nice. Sounds like a good time though. Lose a beard and lose a weight. What he is doing is that he looks jolly and happy. That's the thing. He does look like a generally happy, nice guy kind of thing. The thing is, I like she says, she keeps using the word homeless. I think she's going to talk about that outfit, that it makes him look like he's constantly walking down the street. You know what I mean? Just in a week for 2 years will make you look very respectable. Consistency is the thing. I think the thing is, like, for people who generally don't like working out, it is harder because, like, some people enjoy it. Like, personally, I only work out so I can eat. Like, I know some people love it, and it might be because of my fatigue disability, but other than swimming, I don't really enjoy much sports. So
ドストレートに言ってください。
すごくファッショナルブルかと言った
はいはい
ら
はい、
全然おしゃれじゃない。
もう痛い、ここ痛い。
I know,
いや
I
大
missed
丈夫
it. I was
す
looking.
ごくファッショナルブルかと言った
はいはい
ら、
はい
全然
It's not stylish at all. There we
お
go.
しゃれじゃない。
もう痛い、ここ痛い。いや大丈夫です、大丈夫です。嘘です。
全然お
はい
しゃれじゃない。
はいはい。もうファッションとしては僕自身もやってないから大丈夫です。なるほどね。俺も
Yes, like he's going fishing. Yeah, kind of thing.
うすうす分かったけど、でもはっきり聞きたかったっていう思いがあったから、もうありがとうございますね。なるほどね。まあそうですよね。
Yeah, that's where it's different to be a guy. Like, as a girl, mine is like 1,200 to 1,500 a day. So it's just like, ugh. So I need to work out to eat. Like, kind of, it's like, or I'm eating like lettuce leaves or something, and I ain't about that life.
それはシンプルにめっちゃ日本人から言うと、不老者の日。
なるほ
いやまあ、
ホームレスね
それやってるからいいのかもし
ど。
れない。
まあそうですね。
That has to be like 2.4 calories at 2,400 a day, isn't it?
YouTuber やから。
そうだからいいのかもしれない。
もうだからビタビタのイメージってことですね。
普通に不老者の日。
確かに。その新宿都庁下にねホームレスがいて、でちょっとインタビューしに行って、あなたは家ないのって俺に言ってきて、でいや実は僕もホームレスなんですよって言った時にとかじゃなくてそうだよねみたいな感じだったのね。
だからここに仲間意識を覚えて。
Yeah, I know you homeless.
あじゃあもうだからある意味俺合ってんだねこれが
綺
ね。
麗にはしてるけど、なるほどなるほど。
確かに確かになるほどね。そうですか、わかりました。
炭酸ってきて。
どうぞどうぞ言ってください。はい、大丈夫です。No, Masanza, I don't know if I can do this. My mental damage. But thank you. Only good friend can tell me straight things. Yeah, I'm so sure. Japanese are not good at like saying straightforward like feelings. So yeah,
Yep, a real homie tells it to you
I'm
straight.
so grateful to have her. もうきついですこれ。わかりました。
繊細さんだからみんな優しくして
それでもそうだよね。よく言うよね。なんかロビンは繊細だみたいな。
ロビンは繊細だと私は思う。
それはその異性的にはどうなの？ちょっとそこは。
異性的に言うと、めっちゃ異性の超初見の異性で言う。
One sec, I have to move it. Who am I looking at? I have a massively high metabolism. No, 2.4 non-working out is average-ish for a man, because a man's metabolism is around 2,000, 2,500 calories a day. And 3,000 is like active, like you have an active job kind of thing, 3,000, 3,500 or something. I remember looking up, but a woman is 1,500 to 2,000 or something. 2,000 being average-ish. Let me move this. Whee! I watched a lot of reality shows, so I know these things about eating. It's my special interest. Beard because I think you don't have money to give them.
初見の春。
めんどくさい。
なるほどね。
めっちゃめんどくさい。
まあでもそうでしょうね。そうでしょうね。それはそうでしょうね。初対面ではさすがにその繊細さを出さないとは思うんだけど、さすがにね。
そう、ロビンも後から知る、実はロビンは繊細な人なんだな、だから多分バレないから大丈夫だと思う。
バレない。
そうバレないからいけると思う。そういう意味では。
結局余裕があったらそれが出ないんだと思うんだよね。ただ俺多分結構 真面目になんかめっちゃ突っ走るタイプだから、こう定期的に余裕がなくなる日が来るんだよね。ちなみにそのピノのロビン繊細エピソードは何なの？
その自分ルールがいっぱいある。
自分ルール。
そう。なんか俺はこうしたいんだよねとか。
はいはいはいはい。なるほどね。
そう。
その俺の自分ルールに誰かが入ってくると、うわーってなるのはわかる。うん、確かに。
しかもなんかそれを言わないじゃない。
うん、そうだね。
入ってこないでも言えないけど絶対に守りたいものがある人は繊細だなと思う。
そういうことね。はいはい。
日本人の人はきっと安定を望んでる人が圧倒的に多いから。
なるほどですね。はい。
Oh, you poor bastards. You have to eat 4,000 calories. Oh, fucking cry you a river, bitches. You know, if I don't work out, I have to eat like only 1,200. Fucking... Give me your calories. Give them to me. I'm supposed to. I don't. I'm supposed to count because of my sickness. I'm supposed to like keep track of it. But I'm so fucking lazy.
そこがもう圧倒的に不利だよね。
まあそうですね。
ダメなポイントではないけど、マジョリティを取ると圧倒的に不利だと思う。
まあそうだよね。確かにね。ホームレスであるってところ。やっぱり。
そうそう。言えないとか。
言えない。
じゃあ私どこに嫁げばいいのって思うじゃん。
そうか。
その生き方とか、そのさっき言ってた家がないとかね。もうそれはもうさ、もはやどうでもいいと思うよ。こういう生き方をしている人ですって生きてたら、それを選ぶ人が来るの世界だと思うから。
Yeah, I do get that because it's not like he's homeless because he's like, I live on the street. It's he travels. So I feel like if you found a person that likes to travel, that would fit in better.
その中で言ったら、やっぱフォルムだよね。そうなっちゃう。でも、ムキムキとかガリガリとかムチムチはもう本当に人の趣味だと思うから。やっぱり、そのヒゲを好きって人は聞いたことない。
She keeps going back to the beard. It just can't be done then. The beard, it's just such a deal breaker, man.
海外ではどうなんだろう。これがかっこいい。
コメントで見たことあるのは、肌感で半々な感じがした。要は、ヒゲ剃れよというやつに、その同じぐらいの数で、いや、それは剃んないでほしいっていうのがあった。
いや、私は別にヒゲイコールダメではないのよ。伸ばすには、少なすぎるというか。
はいはいはい。まあまあそうね。びっしりね。
そう。
毛がね。
なんかそれってでもさ、生まれ育っ
I think that's the thing too. If you have a beard, you have to take care of it to an extent. Especially if you want it to grow thick.
そんなわったものじゃない？それをうまく生かすっていう意味で言うと、めっちゃ毛深い人は、わーってこうモコモコってしたらかっこいい人もいるし、そういう。
It's also it's if you do visit Queensland and stuff. My state, let's go. It's March, so it's about to cool down substantially. So it'll be a very nice weather coming in.
意味で端的に言うと、ロミンのヒゲの生え方でここまで伸ばすのはフィットしてないと思う。
なるほどね。そうか、沼さん。Shave this beard
逆に聞きたいけどね、その残しといてって言ってる人は、パヤパヤヒゲが好きなのか、ただ単にヒゲを生やしてるって人が好きなのか。
ああね、確かにどっちなんだろうね、確かに。
日本だと間違いなくいけないね。
このヒゲをなんとかしないといけないと。なるほどね。
いや、なんか逆にそのヒゲで寄ってきたやつがいたとしたら女の子がね、危ないと思った。なるほどね。なんか
she's so brutally honest. I love it. Like if she liked you because of that beard, I'd be worried, man. You're curious. I weigh 232 pounds. At least 40, so I did 10 push-ups and 30. This made me paranoid, so I started to go ham. Yeah, I think that's the thing. If he trimmed his beard and like style it a little more, that can really help you. Because I think like a lot of guys don't realize just cleaning it up a bit can help. Yeah, diet is like, you can't get around not like fixing your diet if you want to lose weight or be healthier. It's like such an important part.
ああ、そういうことね。なるほどね。いやいや、それはでも勉強になるわ。確かに。なるほど。太ってるよりかは、
Honestly,
bread isn't too bad if you're reasonable with it. Well, to be fair, apparently American bread is higher in sugar and stuff like that. But like, because 2 slices is like 900 kilojoules, which is like barely, not much, at all. We do kilojoules here, not calories. Don't ask me why. It's because they hate us on this one. But which is, I think that's only like 200 calories or something. So my brain. But pop, yes. The doctors usually suggest to cut down on soft drink first because it's the most of the calories. So I would say that. Yeah, that's why, especially if you can only afford it, cut down on pop. Mainly because it's a lot of sugar, and you'll probably find the most substantial change from that.
した方がいい。
いや、わかんない。それはわ
That's
かん
what
ない。
まあそれは人の
I
好
always
みみたいな
suggest,
ね。
especially when something you're used to it, just go, I'm gonna have one less drink of pop today. That's my suggestion. Slow and steady wins the race. And you may fail at times, but failure teaches. Sugar Pepsi right now. Or even swapping a little bit for no sugar. Yeah, a lot of people go, they're really bad for you. Meh. Meh. So sugar, what you gonna do?
まあまあまあまあ。まあ、がたいがいい人とかね。そっか。あとあれだよね。よく言うね。清潔感だよね。だからそういう意味でこのヒゲだよね。不老者に見える。
直結しないけど清潔感はマジで大事だと。
そうだよね。それはもうずっと。
臭いが一番だよね。
まあそうだよね。
臭いは多分どの女の子。
I've met some friends with nasty ass beards they never wash, like through D&D and other groups, and I'm like, bro, wash your beard. Like some dude like talked to us and he gave his girlfriend a chin infection from like his beard because it scratched her and it literally got infected. Because that's what people don't realize is like beards grab onto bacteria.
から見てもダメ。
まあまあそれはそうだよね。それはそうだよね。
それにこう付随してくるのが臭そう。
ああ、そうだよね。確かに。
至近距離に行くか行かないか、行きたいかって思うときに、その見た目で臭そうかって思うのはあるかもね。
ああ、確かにね。そっか、そうだよね。
ロビンが綺麗好きなの知ってるから、別にそのひげを生やしてても、そう今日も車に乗ったけどさ、別にそのごちゃごちゃすごい汚いとか、臭いって思ってないから、全然。一緒に車に乗ったし、
前情報があるしね。
でも
Exactly. And that's I would say that's a point there too, especially when you're first like trying to date someone. If you can't be bothered to clean up after yourself, they know you're going to be messy. They're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be so much worse. Where the girl goes, my boyfriend leaves skid marks and everything. Am I overreacting? I want to do a segment of just reading a lot of those because some of them are crazy, but crazy funny.
例えばロビンが臭かったとしてもよ、私はロビンが好きだから別にいいけど、
ありがとうございます。
だからそういうところがある。女の子はその好きだったら OK みたいなところを踏み越えれる、踏み越えれる臭さとか踏み越えれる人とかはある多分。でもそこに行くまでの前段階の話を今してるんでしょ。
まあそうですね。ファーストインプレッションとかね、まあね、そうですね。
だからひげを例えば伸ばしたいんだったら、伸ばしたくて伸ばしてるわけじゃないの知ってるけど。
Back to the beard. She's on an anti-beard campaign.
伸ばしたいんだったら別にゲットしてから伸ばせばいいんじゃない？
ああ、そういうことね。チャンネルのアイデンティティになってるなっていう感覚はあるのよ、俺は。だけど、なんか今のチャンネルのカラーと、これがめっちゃ合ってるなっていうふうには思ってるんだよね。そうだから、ちょっと一瞬言ったけど、これを剃るのって結構ハードル高いなと思ってるのは、
そういうことか。
そう、俺はもう結構チャンネルとリンクしちゃってる気がするし、
compromise is taking care of it. You know, trimming his face, make sure he's watching it, stuff like that. You know, the compromise. If he doesn't want to get rid of it.
それを見つければいいんじゃない？
あ、このままで見つける。そうね。
いやでもある意味でもそれは大事かもね。そのロビンの今やってることをその今のまま認めてくれる人を見つけることの方が大事かも。
ああね。まあそうだね。だって俺はまだ。
Hate it. I'm universal mullet hater. That's why I ended up with this. This is why I ended up this from a subathon punishment because I absolutely hate mullets. Fuck them. Only thing worse is rat tails in Australia. Nothing can redeem it. In my eyes.
ね、そう YouTuber だって俺続けたいわけだしね。なるほどね。
そこに沿ったロビン がじゃあ誰も好きじゃなかったらどうする
I'm an essay.
確かに確か
Gotta-
に。そうだね。
don't-
そうだね。
モテるように頑張りますとか言ってさそうにました
すいません。あざっす。
Yeah, they don't like beards in Japan much. Are so mean, dude. They hate facial hair in Japanese dudes, but all foreigners get a pass on facial hair. Okay, I don't think so. One, even foreigners, they're like, if it's a bad beard, it's a bad beard. But like she said at the beginning of this, if you can grow a good beard, you're more likely to find someone who likes beards. But if you grow a bad beard, even women that like beards are not going to want that beard because they like beards that are, you know, well groomed and taken care of. That's why I say it's like she brings it up before this, like you have to take care of your appearance kind of thing for it to work out. But I think in general, Japan really doesn't like facial hair.
すいませんでしたってフォロワーも減りましたみたいなダメじゃんそんなの
なるほどね。なんか自分から提案しておいて、この
Because I'm gonna be a lot of Western women don't like beards either. Because I think like a lot of guys don't take care, they don't trim their beards, they don't wash them or whatever, and so a lot of girls don't like it. A certified Gooner. No, I'm a Gooner police.
動画ね、めちゃくちゃ辛い時間だ。
辛かったんだ辛かったんだごめんね
いやいやいいよ。
刺さっちゃった
いやぐさぐさね、ぐさぐさ。
取っていいって言った時に、
はい、
全部好きなこと言っていいよって言ったから、
はい、いや本当いやだから全て私が提案してはいます、はいはい、想像以上にすごかったちょっと今までゼロだったんで、こう01に
Roxas, conservative women aren't allowed to speak. That's great.
ちょっと今年はね
フィーリングが合う人がいればいいよね
いいですね、うん、ありがとうございますピノさんじゃあ今日ありがとうございます。ちょっとじゃあ今後もお友達としてあざっすあざっす。
この偉そうなこと言ってるやつはどんな顔しとんねん。
いやまあ、ね、そこまあまあそうね流れとしてはね
普通になるよね
まあまあそれは絶対なるそれは絶対なるまあコメントで絶対来ると思う。 OK 野間さん Thank you. I think I need to finish this now. This is too tough for me. It's too tough. Okay, thank you. 野間さんじゃあピノありがとうございました。あざっす。
Good night.
じゃあ Good night またあざっす。
Hey, Dark Super. I think that was like a good look into it, and it's like, and she's understanding, even though he asks, it can be like brutal to get a lot of information. But I think she was like very nice about it. From my experience as someone who lives in Japan, they don't care if foreign men have facial hair and actually kind of expect it, but it's expected for men to shave. That is the thing. I think you can expect it, but it's still not the ideal like beauty standard. You know what I mean? Because you know how like the skinny, clean-faced pretty boy is very Asian beauty standard kind of thing. I don't is when pain gives me 2 minutes per 6 hours of rest. What, honey? But the arms crossed the entire time is pretty defensive. Yeah, that's the thing. You're here from the winter car recommendations. The Friday the 13th video. I need to go get a drink first before I pick out anything. Whee! Let me go to suggestions. Did you pop it into suggestions or something so I can go through them? Because I did make everyone else do it. Okay, this is like one of the first
Emeru
ones.
says it.
Okay, put it here. I'm gonna get a drink. Ooh, holy, that sounds rough. Damn. 90 hours to build car? Bro, it took me 2 hours just to leave my house. How many brain cells did you lose trying to start the car? Yes, I lost them all. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. Just setting this back up again. Man. I think it's raining here, but it's so gross and humid. It just started to rain. The rain rot. No! All I can speak is in buzzwords. Woke. Woke, chud, chad. Chud, chad, woke. Anti-woke. Chud, chad, lefty. Libtard, lidtard. I'm speaking in buzzwords because the brain rot got to me. Okay. Discord over there. That's offensive, remember?
Does she finally?
Well, I'm not using it seriously. It's literally I'm making fun of people who use it as a buzzword. Renting for vengeance? Can you put it in the Discord? I don't know that one. Let me move my butt over here. Rabbit chud Oshi. Okay, let's see what this is. Who was this from? Let me check. Jillian submitted this one.
Finally say the N-word? I've been waiting on this for a while.
Oh.
Say it, can't see the game. Champ select, you fucking retard.
I've got it right now. What did she say?
It, can't see the game.
What did she say? Retard? Put it away. Emeru says it. Does she finally say the N-word? I've been waiting on this for a while.
Oh
Say
my god,
it,
fine. I can't believe this. Which channel did you put it in, Roxas? I don't see it in suggestions, or did you put it in media? Sub. Why would you put it in sub? This bitch. Because I'm a sub. Well, we know that, bro. It's Roxas, the biggest sub around. Suckers. What do you mean? What did we just hear? Huh? Hmm? Okay, we got a Perfect Cell vs. Stitch Blender parody.
It's 2026 and you're setting me up with a fight to the death with a fucking chihuahua? Cell, that's not a chihuahua. That's Stitch.
Hi.
Let me guess. He's super strong, super annoying, and doesn't speak English.
Excuse me. Stitch, speak perfect.
No, you don't get to use that word. Oh shit, he's packing heat! Relax, Cell. He's harmless. Sorta. Harmless Kermit, he has a fucking gun!
Like a gun would matter to sell.
I'm not gonna waste my time with someone who's 3 feet tall. Where'd he go?
Stitch has reached perfect form.
Okay, what the fuck is he doing? I think he's mocking you, Cell. I'm gonna fucking kill him!
Yay!
Oh, that's what I do. You seriously have the worst ideas. Oh, come on, he's not that bad, Cell. Shut up. What's next? A giant fucking fish that fires alien jizz from his gun? Okay, that's just a coincidence. What? My fucking joke to you.
What? What? Why did they describe it like that? Oh my lordy. Okay, Friday the 13th NES Angry Video Game Nerd. From Roxas.
It's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that
Very goopy. I have learnt that I am not a Gooner, apparently, because I never even thought about that.
suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo.
Shit.
Take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a road-killed skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Nintendo nerd.
Well, Friday the 13th on
Very 12 years ago on YouTube.
Nintendo. What can you
I've
say?
never watched any of this stuff until Roxas suggested it to me.
The knife going into the eye in the beginning right away should be an indication of how cool it is. This game is infamous for being great, right? I mean, everybody loves this game because it's awesome. I mean, the concept is just brilliant. Adapting a series of R-rated slasher movies for all the kiddies to play.
Wait, what?
Great idea. There's 6 camp counselors you can play as, whether they're characters from the movie or not. I don't care because it's a good game. Going around throwing rocks at zombies, collecting lighters, running around trying to find fireplaces to light. What more could you ask for? Oh, and every great game has a map screen, and being that the game is mostly side-scrolling, you can't tell which direction you're supposed to be going. But that's cool. It's cool. It makes it more challenging. I like that.
God, this looks like ass.
Like when you're walking left, but you're really heading to the right on the map. I love figuring that shit out.
Is something wrong with the mic? Oh, were you picking me up having to drink my Coke because it exploded everywhere?
I love it.
Rage. I know it's like all acted out, but it's like it's like the fakest like rage words.
Love this game. Love the way the stones keep missing the zombies because they go in this nice arc that flies over them. Fantastic. Gotta get the knife. It's mandatory. Hear that sound? That's the Jason alarm. When you hear that, you have to switch to the map screen and see which cabin's blinking. You see right there? That's where I am. And over there, that blinking cabin way over there, that's where I'm supposed to go to fight Jason. And I have a time limit, so I need to get all the way over there as fast as I can, or else Jason kills one of the camp counselors.
Roxas, you know, you can say things is like wrong with something without hating it, right? I don't have to beat up someone's asshole with praise.
So, which way do I walk? I guess left because
if he can hate on the game, I can say it sounds a bit fake to hate because, you know, it's an acted out script. So
it's left on the map. Sounds self-explanatory.
Like, it's just not as believable as JonTron's acting in it, but this is like older, way older.
So here I am, just following the yellow brick road. Because that's what it looks like, right? The scarecrow scene. But that's okay, because this game kicks ass. Oh, fuck. Look at the map. I've just been walking in the wrong fucking direction. What a wonderful game.
I'm sorry, Roxas. I assumed you were talking to me in my chat. At the person. Reply, I'm gonna think you're talking to me and then I'll bully you.
Bare basics of left and right do not apply. And that's why this game is so great, because it's free from all logic. Logic is for pussies. So, I finally get to the cabin, I walk in, and the mannequin counselor says, "Thank you. Thanks for walking into the cabin. I didn't fight Jason yet, but you're welcome."
Why does he look like a midget?
He's around somewhere. Oh yeah, he's coming. Uh-oh, he's coming. Whoa! Well, he scared the shit out of me, and now he's fighting me like in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So I beat him, but he'll be back many times. Just like in the movies. Even after they called part 4 the final chapter, and then they went on to make it all the way up to number 10, known as Jason X, where he's in outer space.
Is that real?
But that's another story. So for now, I go back to walking around and looking for cabins with fireplaces. I mean, wasn't this a great idea? Isn't this fun? Like going 3D for the cabin parts? I love how smooth the camera angles are. The overall design, the AstroTurf floors, just ingenious. And the control's so fluent, you just might have to tap the D-pad twice to get it to move. Isn't this fun? I just love trying to find the door because there's nothing in here and now I just want to get the fuck out. Just want to get the fuck out. So I'm walking around, looking for fireplaces, answering to the Jason alarm every once in a while. And along the way, I continue to collect lighters, keys, weird bottles, and because that rock is as useless as a wad of paper, upgrading to the knife is essential. I go into a cabin and right away there's another mannequin camp counselor. I love how they have no face. It's real creative. I love all those options on the right, most of which could be condensed into just the simple use of the A button. But this game just overcomplicates things because it's so good. So let's try change. Alright, we switch camp counselors. So now my character's slower, I don't have any of my items anymore, and I'm back to using the fucking rock again. That really accomplished a lot. The day to night transitions are nice and smooth. I mean seriously, it's a big improvement over Simon's Quest, where a fucking box appears and it interrupts the gameplay. No need for it, but Friday the 13th doesn't have that problem, proving that day to night transitions can work when done right. Jason
Yes, a time to be easily impressed, guys. Day to night transitions.
comes out every once in a while to scare the shit out of you, and he looks really good in purple, doesn't he? That's a good color for him. Knowing that Jason couldn't have been the only enemy in the game, it's interesting to see the use of zombies, birds, and even wolves to add to the mix. Even Jason's mom makes an appearance. And you know what she reminds me of? Those annoying fucking Medusas from Simon's Quest. Or wait, I'm talking about Castlevania 3. What, I hate that game too? Well anyway, let's get back to Friday the 13th. So, I'm dead. So once all 6 of your camp counselors are gone, the game's over. That's ingenious. That's the best game over screen I ever saw. For real, I'm actually being dead serious. Dead fucking serious. That's brilliant, right? You and your friends are dead. Game over. It's priceless. Like, I can't believe it. Isn't that a mean thing to say to kids? Nobody ever dies in Nintendo. They're either defeated or they turn into an item and like float away. But here comes a game like Friday the 13th that just cuts the bullshit, shows some balls, comes flat out and says, you're fucking dead. And your friends too. Beautiful. And what if there's a sequel? You have to say something even worse. Like, I got it. I got a good idea what it should say. It should say, you're dead, your friends are dead, your family's dead, your fucking pets are being skinned alive, your mom's a fucking whore, you suck at life, the whole world hates you, you're going to hell, live with it. Game over. So, that's it.
Calm the fuck down. Jason's best boy. No.
I don't know what else to say. The music, just listen. It's fucking great. And even better, it loops over and over so you get to hear the same thing constantly. Just wonderful.
When you only got a limited amount of themes.
I love those scary, faceless kids in the cabin. makes me have nightmares. As if the map screen isn't confusing enough, when you go into the cave or the woods, you have no idea where you are. When you stand on a path, you press up and then the screen changes. You have no idea where you are because the graphics are so repetitive. Every goddamn screen looks the same. I can't tell where I am or where I'm going with this shit. And the cabins, just fucking horrible. I can't find the fucking fireplaces. I get lost once I'm inside. I can't even just simply turn around and see the door. The control's so fucking awkward. I'd rather play Doom on Atari. I'd rather play Halo on a Tiger Electronic wrist game. I'd rather drown in diarrhea. I'd rather fucking eat my fucking balls off and puke them up my fucking ass. I'd rather pick...
Bro's yet about to get it, that's for sure. And yes, I played Final Fantasy 13 when it came out. I did not... It's definitely not my favorite. 13th. I assumed it was Final Fantasy the 13th. What do you mean? Was there a game in 2006? Jackpot. I know of that one that's like the multiplayer, which is kind of like Dead by Daylight. I've only played that once or twice though. What is this? The Devil May Cry woke in retard. What is that fucking title? Spectral.
So what happens when somebody...
I feel like a 15-year-old boy named this, and I feel like I'm correct. Yeah, I don't think I'm wrong on that one. Listen to the children? Ugh, I'll be damned. Nah, you're just a hater. Roxas, I can't believe what a hater you are, bro.
Enfield, the brand new hit real-time strategy RPG with factory building. Oh, hell yeah! You play as the administrator, the engineer, so to speak, tasked with building a foothold for humanity on Talos 2.
Okay, we'll do this one first, just because it's only a minute, and I like Knuckles. I'm just getting a few up, but that's in the suggested list. Don't make... No, I don't! You keep saying, you hate it, you hate... No, I gave it like a 7 out of 10. 6 to 10 out of 7 out of 10. It's like, I thought the ending was stupid. I dislike the guy who writes it because he's an egotistical asshole who doesn't make the stories better. But I still enjoyed the first season of Devil May Cry. And I don't think it's bad because it's woke. I think it's bad because that guy's a dickhead. Child YouTuber, we must arrest him. Yeah, I would say it was enjoyable. You know, it's like for me, I enjoyed a lot of the Devil May Cry show. There are some parts that annoyed the shit out of me, but I enjoyed it. Exactly. So that's the thing. I wouldn't say I hate it. If I enjoyed more than 50% of the show, I'm going to be like, I didn't hate it. Do I think the things they changed were for the better? Not most of them, no. It's like...
Yes, I do. Do you know the way? I know the way. You have to have Ebola to know the way.
And this is why I tried VR chat and accidentally became a VR streamer when I started streaming.
Ebola. It doesn't know the way to know the way. To know the way to have Ebola.
Guys, do you know the way? Yeah, I thought I'd have friends and cool adventures. Nope, not so much.
You don't know the way of the red Ebola or the blue Ebola. Do you want me to drink your blood? We are protected by the devil's power. You see, baby, we do not have water, so we drink child blood. I will teach you the way of the devil. Wait. It's all around me. What the heck? Stop!
It was a better time to be alive.
Stop! No! Stop!
No, you know the way.
Now you know the way. The devil is on our side. I will get my phone and put on the soul of our people. The language of Zimbabwe. let us smell this beautiful.
Oh my god, my eardrum. Or some kid pretend to be a fucking toothbrush. Or some sex offender.
You don't.
Master Simpa. I'm not sure, maybe. It's been a long time since I watched VR stuff. Okay. And with that stuff, okay, one, so, as a bad show too, as a Devil May Cry fan, and as a Devil May Cry fan also, I would actually say it's an okay show. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think, like, the things they changed, they did particularly good changes, and they Americanized too much of it. Like, they made it, like, such, like, it's definitely in America. Oh, it's definitely American politics. It's definitely, and I don't like that, because, like, they keep it vague where it's set in general, you know? It's like, in a fictional city, in fictional somewhere, on fictional Earth, this is Dante kind of thing, and I like that better. But I don't think it's, like, I think it's okay. And it has some good points to it. And though other things annoy me about it, I still enjoyed it, and I'll give it that. And I actually watched it, so seeing Roxas didn't actually watch it, so I enjoyed the Fallout show, but I didn't play the games first. I've been playing the games since I watched the show, and doing like lore dumps on it. But I enjoyed it. Ever captured Dante? They're making his power level flip and flop. Well, he's supposed to be earlier, and she captured him by putting like a bomb in his head, locking him in a fucking like vault practically, and then sedating him. Like, she kind of like did everything she possibly could just to knock him out. Because they kind of explain how in this one, because they don't really explain how Lady has more like a chance against demons when Dante even, you know, is a demon, half demon himself, and they kind of give a reason why humans can kind of even have a chance. So what do you mean this is why people get at you? What do you mean about what? She's super early Dante, not busted. Yeah, Dante is not busted yet. Like, this is like, he only gets his first devil trigger. No, I don't think he's from Chicago. I don't think they ever mention where he is in the games, if I remember correctly. Like, I don't think they give a city's name. But yeah, because you actually get to see him do his first devil trigger in this. Similar to, in the show. Do I think it's better than the other things we got in the game? Nah, the game is better. That's just a fact. But we also get a lot of stuff around it. But to pretend like Devil May Cry 1 wasn't also a joke. You're telling me Dante being I'll let you cut it while he's able to dodgeball is a way for him to get captured? Well, that's the thing. She gets up close and personal, and he gets cocky. That's what happens. Literally, there's so many times we get to see that the Dante going soft on humans gets him in shit. So I can see it. Like, him going soft on her gets him in the shit. Him getting overly cocky gets him in the shit in that scene. That's how it happens. That's the thing. You're asking a question and then go, oh, this is why people are mad at you. I'm answering the question. That's actually how it's implied why it happened, is because he gets over cocky and he goes soft on her because she's a girl. Pretty much. Like, he underestimates her because she's human. Pretty much. Even though he doesn't know she's human, he knows he's stronger than most people. Like, you know what I mean? It's being supremely unserious. Exactly. He was incredibly unserious their entire fight, and that's why it happened. I think it's actually a plot point, like, on the airplane, that before he does his first temperature, it's the first time he's properly taking it seriously. What's happening? And and that's a big part of Dante's character, is that he does not take anything seriously ever. It's like, I feel like the most serious we get him is probably when Virgil is concerned or when Nero in 5. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely think it does take after Devil May Cry 4 Dante's personality more than I think. He wasn't taking this fight seriously against her, and he was still overpowering her, and this is supposed to be DMC beginning Dante. Well, that is the thing. Well, obviously they've changed things because, like, she's a proper fighter. And that's the thing. It can't be as OP as the anime. That's impossible, because the thing is, as people say, it just, you can't make it look the same as OP video game. So that's fair. But that's the thing. He still overpowered her. It was only because she had the stun thing she got him. That's the thing. He still won the fight. She just tricked him. That's the thing. She couldn't overpower him physically. Devil's Never Cry theme at one point. That would be nice. I like the White Rabbit. One main thing for the villains to hit with me is screen presence. I did like the White Rabbit. I liked him better when he was the rabbit, though.
Who says that they're a super...
Okay, they made Devil May Cry woke and tarded. There we go. And almost making the demons just separate evolution of humanity is dumb. Okay. I don't mind some parts of Lady, because I can see parts of her originally in there, and I can understand that they're changing her up a little bit. Because, especially in her first introduction, she doesn't have as much going on with her. I don't like how the way they write her dialogue. Honestly. Like I said, I don't like the over-swearing instead of writing good dialogue. In general, I don't like that. Yeah, exactly. Lady Kutch is too much. I feel like they let down her dialogue. I enjoyed her backstory stuff. I don't mind that she's like a police officer or a demon police officer. Well, that's the thing. We're not really at the end of DMC3. Season 1 doesn't go through half of it. We're only at the, like, Virgil's not even introduced yet. Like, that's how early stages of that part of it we are. It's like comparing the entire DMC3 to the first part. It's kind of thing. But I would say, like, there's, like I said, inconsistencies, but I still think it was an overall fine show. Like, I enjoyed it still. But most of the things that are wrong are bad writing, you know? Why? Exactly. I just wish they would give them, the characters, the dialogue they deserve, you know what I mean? Dialogue writing is so weak nowadays, I tell ya. Exactly, that's my point. Like, we can't compare it because it's not even the same thing, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see what this May Devil Cray woke is.
Fan of a franchise finally gets their hands on it and is ready to adapt it. Well, what you get is something that goes against the entire lore, disrespects the fans, and is a massive retarded piece of shit. And for some reason, somebody greenlit a season 2 to Devil May Cry on Netflix.
Well, because it was popular, so... It's because people who haven't watched Devil May Cry enjoyed it. Haven't played Devil May Cry, which is a lot of people.
Netflix, just so this Indian fucktard Adi Shankar can rub your face in it a little bit more. But before we get into it,
I agree, I do think he's a douchebag, but still.
if you agree with anything I say and if you want to help out the channel, maybe consider supporting me over on Patreon. And to the members that wanted the free pins, I'll get them sent out as soon as possible. So let me just...
Well, either way, Devil May Cry, the Netflix series, was popular. That's just a fact. People enjoyed it that weren't Devil May Cry fans.
preface this by saying that I'm not some Devil May Cry super fan. I haven't played every single game, even though I'm going to. I played the entirety of the first game, which I absolutely loved and is one of my favourite games ever made. And I'm in the middle of playing DMC 3 right now, which is just as awesome. So just like my Resident Evil videos, you can come at me and say, hey, you weren't even alive when the game came out and you haven't played every single game. You're allowed watching like the movie Star Wars. It doesn't mean you had to be born back in the 70s when it was put into production. Or film
children again. And I've played all the games. Don't tax me. I didn't read though. I don't read.
Noir from the 40s. You're allowed to like it and watch it.
I haven't finished 5 though, so I can't come at me on that one.
and you didn't really have to be alive back then. That's not how it works. And besides that, I've respect for these franchises like Resident Evil and Devil May Cry, and without sounding arrogant, I'm a massive fan and I know a lot about the things that these games took inspiration from, when there's a lot of fans out there who are tourists who don't give a shit what it's taking inspiration from and just want to make all of it political. So really, who's the bigger tourist here? And also, I don't give a shit.
Oh my god, it's a tourist war. Who's the biggest tourist? I'm gonna be honest, if someone says tourist, ironically, it's just a jerk-off contest.
I'm gonna call out this Netflix show because it looks like one of the worst things I've ever seen. And compared to the first dark goth...
See, he hasn't... This is how you know he's young. We've all seen what... We've all seen some absolute dog shit.
Gothic masterpiece, Devil May Cry, this show is complete garbage.
It's the most thoughtful gift anyone's ever given me.
Before we get onto the new clip that exposes this show for being totally fake and not at all respectful to the source material, first of all, Devil May Cry is not really a super serious franchise, but it is at times. Like DMC 1, for example, is super dark and has an atmosphere similar to Resident Evil, but also has lighthearted...
To be fair, Dante hasn't acted like this in years and years, so that's why I won't say 1 is the best one, but also has the corniest line, so I wouldn't say 1 is the template for Dante, just because he hasn't acted like this in years, so that's...
and comedic parts, due to the fact that the awesome protagonist Dante tends to make jokes and say badass one-liners, similar to Leon.
Yeah, I would say 3 and 5 is kind of how people would say his personality is mainly the standard now.
Leon Kennedy or any anime character of the time. And that's something that a lot of these retarded people don't really understand. They want to come in and
4. Don't you know, guy, he's making a great point because he's saying retard. Sorry, I have to say it because he's just like throwing it around like...
say that Leon has always been a goofball. He was never a cool guy. They want to say that Dante was the exact same. He was never one bit cool or meant to be a badass. He was always meant to be laughed at or something. That's bullshit, and anybody who's a fan of these franchises knows it. So in Solid Snake...
laughed at. Well, the thing is, I feel like people in the game laugh more at Dante than people outside of the game because we see how cool badass he is. But like Trish, Lady laugh at him all the time because they think he's a giant dork. Like that is a big part of his character that a lot of people in the game, even Neuro, sees him as a bit of a dork. Like we see Dante as a badass because we play as him and he's cool and he's awesome, whatever. But you know what Nero says? His uncle's doing a fucking terrible bad joke. What Lady says? A fucking dork who likes to read magazines, eat pizza, and make punny jokes, you know? So, well, like, our perspective as the player is a bit different than people in there.
In MGS1 and Leon Kennedy in RE4 and Dante in any game is dropping one-liners.
I enjoy 1, but I was going to fill your light heart with light. Come on. Trish is mean. I see it. She's stirred.
All actually supposed to be laughed at and never ever taken seriously. I don't care what anybody says, that's completely wrong.
Back watching. Oh, welcome back. Oh, you joined the Aussie. Yeah, I think it's really good to meet some people in there, especially in our time zone, so.
I'll make sure you're the next to go, Sadler.
And that's kind of...
See, that's the thing. I don't know who says Leon's a goofball. I've barely seen Leon goofballing, but I don't know. Hey Wolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Delinquent.
How I think about the character of Dante. Like in DMC 3, for example, he's really comedic and makes jokes all the time. He's not really something to be laughed at or called an idiot. He's just kind of cheesy like an anime or manga character, but can also be badass and serious at the same time. If you don't know what I'm talking about and if you want to say anything different, you clearly don't know what Dante was based off of. So that's all I'm saying.
I don't know what I'm gonna be honest, Lady calls him an idiot. Treats him like an idiot the entire game, almost. Like, and an asshole. Like, she thinks he's a bit of a fuckboy. I guess that's how she treats him. Fuckboy Dante.
And before some furry tries to make a video, or some handicap tries leaving a comment, Do you know what
He's just saying Edgewords, some handicapped leaves a comment. Fucking Christ. As he deadpan stares into my soul. Can someone send this kid to bed?
Devilman, Berserk, Helsing, Space Adventure Cobra is? Do you know what any of that stuff is? Have you read the manga? Have you watched the anime? If not, shut your mouth and go back to being retarded. Because that's exactly what Dante was based off of. Just like Samus from Metroid, Dante was based off of the anime and manga Space Adventure Cobra, which is one of the best animes and manga of all time that's influenced a lot of stuff. If you don't know what that is, don't try to debunk me, just shut your mouth and listen, or don't call yourself a fan. Dante is extremely similar to Alucard from Helsing as well. And Dante's Devil Trigger form, I might be getting words wrong because as I said, I'm not some super fan of the franchise yet, is literally Go Nagai's Devilman. And if you don't know what that is, then once again, you shouldn't really be trying to debunk people or tell people what.
I don't even know if it's really called the Devil Trigger, but I know all the stuff it's based on.
Dante and Devil May Cry is. But I could do a full video talking about all of Dante's parallels between all of those characters. But that's for a different time. The point is, the people who will try to debunk you and argue with you and call you edgy and unhinged for not liking something like the brand new Netflix Devil May Cry Season 2 garbage are the type of people who hear the research you've done.
Well, Season 2's not even out yet, so I can't really form an opinion on that, but...
into a character, how you know about the inspirations. Like whenever I mention Devilman, Captain Harlow.
See, this is what I hate about these kind of videos where it's like edgy stuff. They take 10,000 years to make a point, even if they get there. If they get there.
Lock, Queen Emeralda, Space Adventure Cobra, Berserk, Helsing, and their mind just goes blank because they're usually a woke spastic who can't really listen or intake information. It sounds funny, but it's really the truth. There's too many tourists and fake fans who have no respect for these franchises.
There's too many tourist and fake fans. He says he's not a fan. It's like he hasn't played the games other than one and has started 3, so he's not a fan either properly yet. He enjoys it, but he's not like someone who's played all the games kind of fan. Like, you can't call other people a tourist when you're a noob. Just roll with each other.
And the guys who originally made them, who loved other anime and manga and properties. Finally, with that out of the way, do you know who's one of the biggest people who doesn't know one thing about anything I just said and doesn't care about the atmosphere or the tone of the original games? It's the world's biggest tourist and retard himself, Adi Shankar, which took...
I prefer to call him an edgelord dipshit, but whatever. But I do agree with the point that people said, even if you were getting past other things, and if you were still enjoying the show of Devil May Cry, like the Season 1, the problem is that ending, and this is the part I agree with, that ending was ass. Like, when I think about my, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, my mind completely takes out that ending. Because that's like a scale on its own.
Took out all of the dark atmosphere that was inspired by classic manga and anime and replaced it with Reddit humor and political allegory that nobody ever wanted. Maybe hold back on the cringe Reddit humor and Limp Bizkit music until you understand what the story is actually about.
To be fair, I enjoy the Limp Bizkit music, whatever, but I feel like you could have put written by a millennial on a lot of these... on a lot of the music choices. As cringe as that is, because the music.
Where's the darkness, the tragedy, the genuine...
I don't think they have to be 100% evil, but I do think, like, it should be implied that, like, there should be more evil than not. Even if you are trying to make the point, not all demons are evil. They were raised in a scenario where it's normal to be evil, and you have to be evil and brutal. You're gonna get more evil and brutal people. That's just how it is, bro. Like, it should be still, not the most common. It's like, your every man should not be a good demon. And also, your every man shouldn't be a generic as fuck looking demon. Like, the point is, all demons kind of look different,
badass character. Where is any of that? It's nowhere to be seen because the games were made by Japanese guys who loved a lot of stuff that had that atmosphere and tone and that type of character. And it's why anybody that knows anything about Devil May Cry just laughed at this Netflix show because it's complete trash. And if you don't believe me, just look at the facts. This isn't the first time that this absolute handicap got his hands onto a property that was beloved by people and made it gay, political, and slow. I adore the original Castlevania game franchise. It's dark.
I'm curious where the gay is coming from, because political, sure, I can say it was like very American politics brained. But gay, where?
It's gothic. It's inspired
Or does he mean just bad gay? Not there's gay people in it.
by old horror movies.
And a gay without women.
And it feels like you're watching an anime from the 80s, just like when you played Devil May Cry. And the same guy that ruined DMC got his hands on Castlevania and did the exact same thing. But the worst part about this guy isn't the fact that he ruins all of your favorite franchises, it's the fact that he pretends to be the biggest fan of them to ever exist. Like, he can't do what I just did there, where I say that, hey, I haven't played all of the games, so yeah, I'm not really entitled to speak on everything about the franchise. I can't start...
No, I don't believe bullying works, and that's why everyone does it. I think it's because bullying is enjoyable to the person that's bullying, and that's why people do it. Hey, welcome in, Ramon.
Trying to change lore and talk about characters I know nothing about. It's pretty simple to do, to turn around and say, hey, I don't know everything, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But the
Hey, I enjoyed the first bit of Castlevania. I would have to say their sequel, Nocturne, wasn't as good. But what's wrong with my gay vampires? Like, who cares? They were honestly the better part of Nocturne. God, that show had problems. But first 3 seasons? Was it 3 seasons the first part of Castlevania had? I quite enjoyed that.
common thread with these politics-obsessed tourists that don't have any respect is that they can never ever do that. Like, people who attack my channel and say, are you even a fan of anything? Just put up your hands and say, hey, I'm wrong. I have no clue what Devilman or Captain Harlock is. I don't know what...
Oh my god, everyone that attacks him is wrong.
What any of it is. I'm retarded. I'm not a real fan of anime, and I should stop commenting. And the same goes for guys like Adi Shankar.
You're gonna have to be more specific. I don't know which one that is. It's like, are we talking about Nocturne, or are we talking about the first 3 seasons?
Instead of going on podcasts talking about how you love stuff, just say you don't give a crap about it and go back to eating curry or whatever it is you do. Similar to...
Ha ha ha, curry is bad, guys, because Indians eat it. If you eat curry, you're woke. The vampires are different by now. Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. It's set in, like, further down the line than the original, because the first one is, like, 1500s, and that one's, like, 1800s France or something. So, and I don't think that's a huge problem that they're minorities or whatever.
Taika Waititi that nearly got his
vampires are minorities.
hands on Akira and Judge Dredd.
Well, that's the thing. They specifically do parts of the games that aren't in between, I think. Like, a lot of them are characters mentioned but not shown in the games, from my remembering. But I agree, Nocturne wasn't as good as the first 3. But like I said, I enjoyed the first 3 seasons, the first part about Trevor.
This guy came out and said that he just loves taking stuff that people like and just blowing it up and ruining it as much as...
And that's why I was like, I have no respect for this guy as a writer, because, like, if you can only adapt things and not actually write your own thing, you're not a writer.
He can. Now, I don't know what it takes within a person to purposely ruin something that's beloved, but if you do it, fuck you. So without further ado, just take a look at this clip from Devil May Cry Season 2, which does the stereotypical thing of, hey, you know this character that you love? We're going to adapt them and never give them their proper outfit or weapons, and when they finally get them, they're gonna act super confused.
Exactly. Motherfuckers want to say this is the worst thing that came out of the Devil May Cry series. DMC exists, man. It could be worse. I played that game. And I know.
It's like adapting Spider-Man into a TV show, and 8 seasons in, he picks up a web shooter and goes, I wonder what this is.
I don't know how he can hate on it. It's just like, look, this is so Dante being cool for the sake of being cool. I'm not sure on the song choice though. Hey Skyfire, welcome to
Dante's
Hits and Follow.
iconic guns, they're just like Alucards from Helsing, Ebony and Ivory, are now dumbed down to some Netflix garbage by a guy who doesn't even understand what they are. It just takes one Google search to realize that these guns don't reload. I'm pretty sure.
Haha! This is how you know some people are on a Reddit thread only. But this is a discussion that's been going on for ages, and it's still going on about how Dante reloads his gun. Only people that like Google it online, and then there is actually no text in the games about the bullets. There is tons about the grip, the reload, the type of gum, everything about this. But I even went through the booklets on it. No, that is not actually mentioned. That is not actually mentioned anywhere. That is a fan theory. That it's not mentioned in the booklet because a lot of people referred to booklet 1. It's not in there. I looked this up for a reason. And the creator of the original DMC and Devil May Cry actually said in his mind, Dante just magicked them in there like from a warehouse. Like, so it's like instant transmission, but with bullets. So he never has to reload because it's always reloading from a warehouse source. So a lot of people just assume it's similar to Virgil's swords or other things, how they just appear. But it's actually not stated in the text. His bullets, but there's so much information about his guns, but not the bullets. But most of the creators just said, they don't we don't care. That kind of thing, and that's all the information I can literally find on it going through it more. Well, in the manga, which is also canon, he reloads his gun. So, in the novel, I don't know what they say in the novel. I can't reference the novel, but the manga is canon. He reloads his gun. In Devil May Cry, the anime, like the anime, he reloads his gun too. So there is instances of Dante reloading his gun that is regarded canon. So, but this is really an interpretation per things. A lot of people will go with the magic because most games, games like this, hack and slash, you don't reload your gun. Got his guns from Nail Ghosting and it's canonized from Devil May Cry 5. Well, that's the thing, that it goes against the canon of every other game. That's my point. If it's now the modern canon, which canon do you go by? Does he has to go by the Pacific canon, or can you? And that's the thing. There's been many canon versions of Dante where he either reloads or from creators, because a lot of people even say that only what the original creator of Devil May Cry 1 says is canon. So this is why I say this is a debating point, not a stickler point. You know what I mean? The bullets. Gun, the only character we have seen reload the guns in Lady and Nero. Yes. But that's the thing. We don't actually have a solid reason. And yes, in the novel, but in the manga and the other things, that's not what they said. Bullets, because that sounds funny. That's why he's always broke. Yes, but that's pretty much means from the first game that was not the reason. So the whole like this was always canon is not true. That is the point I'm saying. It was not always canon, and a lot of what people assume is not canon.
Just off the top of my head, what I remember it being is Dante creates the bullets in the chamber as he's firing them. But oh yeah, I forgot, none of the people making this show are real fans, so why would they include that detail?
Well, that's the thing, another point too. He just got his travel trigger, so we don't actually know what's going to happen yet. He just got it. So I doubt he went from, I can turn on my travel trigger now to I can enchant bullets, you know? So that's also another stickling point you can go by, because we actually don't get to see tons of Dante origin, like proper origin. I think that's the thing, he only really knows, like, I guess that he's part, like, the demon hand, he only really knows he's part demon, like, in 5, so I don't think he can magic up bullets like Dante, even at that point, or whatever Dante has, because Dante's guns are enchanted, too, to some degree, like, they're made to withstand him, I know that's canon.
Yeah, I think I can work with these.
Seriously, who is this for? Is it for some Indian
What the hell is
spastic
this?
or some gay Redditor? And similar to the comic book creator Tom King that made Batman
What? What do you mean pre-watched? I would say, like, the thing is, why is everything Indian? Like, is this for an Indian guy? Okay, everyone likes cool gun scenes. That's just a fact. Like, but I do find it funny that they show that this is 1-for-1 copied from a famous gun, like, scene on a YouTube skit or something.
Roy in front of a camera or something. This guy's doing the exact same thing with Dante. Hey, you know the supernatural private investigator Dante? What if he just sat down in front of a camera?
To make them, well, he's under his old alias or whatever now, under this, so he's back under his old alias. They mentioned it in this trailer that he's using his old alias again. Hey Azo, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the delinquents.
And acted handicapped.
It's the most thoughtful gift anyone's ever given me.
So we've covered the fact that they got the entire thing about his guns wrong when they finally decided to introduce them, even though he should have had the guns since episode 1. Second of all, why is he acting?
I don't think it's automatic he should have had them from episode 1, because this is Origin Dante and he does get them made at some point, so I don't think it's like automatic he should have them from episode 1.
Like a Redditor and catching bullets in his teeth. Third of all, is a bigger
Everyone piles on Indians. Fuck.
Problem which a lot of people might not understand. I don't know, it's probably just a thing in my generation, but a new type of people have plagued the—
Well, obviously it's not, it's like, I feel like it's obvious it's canon divergent, guys. It's not a 1-for-1 remake of the game. We can't go, well, he got it before Leading Lady. Like, obviously they have changed things and changed the canon. It's not the same. There's lots of things that's over there. Like, there's a lot of things that when they do adaptations, they don't do a 1-for-1 remake. I don't even think you could do a 1-for-1 remake because there's lots of canon breaking in Devil May Cry that doesn't quite line up.
planet, and they're the type of people who like web series on YouTube and shit like Stranger Things. People who are into
15-year-old berating. I'm sorry, I burped, guys. Sorry, I couldn't reach the mute.
Minecraft, Gravity Falls, and murder drones, and
I don't want Capcom to make DMC like the Netflix DMC. Conspiracy theory. Well, we're probably not gonna get DMC 6 for like another 4+ years, who knows. But, okay. The thing is, I don't believe that you have to make a 1-for-1 remake of something, because you can just play the games. It's nice to get adaptions and stuff like that, but I don't think every adaptation has to be a 1-for-1 remake. Kind of thing. Especially with a world like as vast and that. I would have liked it if it's like at least kept the essence more of the show, especially, you know, that gothic metal kind of feel that they have in Devil May Cry. I just don't feel enough of that like mixed in.
all of this gay shit, which is all really weird and creates some really freaky people. And I don't mean freaky in the sense that you have a different haircut. I mean freaky in the sense that a lot of these people need their hard drives checked. And they all have something in common where they all think they're some anime protagonist and they all act the way Dante is acting.
I don't know, I feel like he acts a lot like Dante in Devil May Cry 4, 3, 4, and 5. I would have to say it's quite close.
In this show, the original Dante did say one-liners like characters like Alucard and Guts, but he could also be serious. Even I understand that.
Okay, I'm gonna be for real. Comparing Dante to Alucard and Guts is like comparing like the like a goat to a leprechaun. Like they're such different characters. Like they're like Guts is mostly serious with almost zero, like very few one-liners, and then Dante is mostly one-liners with some seriousness. Like, and Alucard's the same. He's mostly serious with some one-liners. Like, that's like the opposite kind of characters compared to do. Exactly. Opening up like, this doesn't like Dante's very cold to humans. Huh? At the beginning of his own show, he hated being a demon. Yes. In the TV show, he also hates being a demon. Well, he didn't know he was a demon yet, and he hates the idea of being a demon. I don't know what you're trying to say. I think that first sentence is pretty scuffed.
that, but somebody who couldn't understand it was everybody in the writer's room who decided to make Dante some edgelord that only appeals to TikTok kids and Redditors. And real fans are already pointing out the fact that why is he reloading the guns? This is not faithful or respectful to the source material. When you can't even get one of the most obvious details about a character correct, you should really just pack it up and cancel the entire TV show. And that's another funny thing to note, is that this is America's attempt at anime. And the same goes for Castlevania. They're two properties that come from Japan and should be handled by Japan, because Adi Shankar doesn't know what Devilman is, so he doesn't.
Oh my god, he doesn't know what Devilman is? So, that's the thing, I don't think the animation is half bad. It could be better, but I don't think, I liked Castlevania's animation too. They had some really great scenes.
Know what Dante is based off of. The dude probably doesn't even know what Berserk is, so he doesn't know why Dante has a
I feel like this kid has watched like 4 animes, and that's why he keeps bringing up Berserk and these couples, like, where, like, I don't
massive
know.
sword. And when that type of fake fan is talking and dealing with a franchise,
Yeah,
this is what
I agree with that. I want more grim, more dark. Because, like, Dante, like, it's very inspired by gothic, heavy metal, like, all that kind of era. Like, especially Devil May Cry 3. So, it's too bright. And I would say that's an overarching problem with Western animation. They go too bright. Yeah, I enjoy Castlevania Season 1, 2, like, the one with Trevor. I thought it was nice.
you get. The most iconic parts about the character just get forgotten and neglected for Reddit humor. And if you wanted another reason why this is complete horseshit, the entire scene is taken from a YouTube video. It's not a reference or homage, it's literally just copied. And I don't really like Corridor Crew because they're really a bunch of pretentious twats. But really, you shouldn't be copying it, especially when the character is not anywhere related to Corridor Crew. It's kind of random and makes no sense. Once again proves you know nothing about the character or his inspirations. It's just hilarious to think that the original Dante took inspiration from some awesome media from Japan, and the new Dante takes inspiration from YouTube videos, gay Reddit humor, and Twitter politics. And
Okay, he's saying Twitter I was like, okay, bro, like, actually give us the points. Like, I know the ending, like, obviously, but, like, actually connect the points to why your complaints. Don't just say complaints and don't give the points. Like, there is some points to be made, but, like, actually fucking say them.
every single day that your favorite franchise exists, somebody out there is going to try to make it gay, political, or just plain stupid. Because that's what this Netflix show is. It's just making Devil May Cry look
Someone's going to make it. It's like, bro hasn't even watched it. They already made it kind of American-centric political. At least watch it, bro, if you're gonna complain.
stupid and edgy when it never was that. And even though I don't know a lot about the
I
game,
usually like Irish accents too.
the Nier franchise has been attacked on Twitter in the last few days with people trying to do the exact same thing, saying that a clearly female character is somehow a trans allegory. That's the problem with these type of people. They look for
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, it's the robot thing. It keeps coming up in allegories for a lot of things. People use robots for a lot of stuff. But I haven't played Automata, so I can't comment on that. But yeah, I do think people try and put too much of themselves into media, like, and they want to see themselves in it, like, a lot, like, too much.
Allegory in every single thing that exists and can never take anything at face value. But the good thing is, any real fan out there will laugh.
Just rage on it right away with no information and no, like, knowledge.
In the face of Netflix, Devil May Cry, and fake tourists like that, proving that no one has time for fake fans trying to make things gay and political like the biggest retard on planet Earth, Adi Shankar, who needs to go back to eating curry and cosplaying as characters that he looks nothing.
I'm gonna be honest, this kid has like 2 jokes. Saying Todd, making fun of Indians eating curry. Like, that's his 2 jokes.
Like. So if you're a real fan of Devil May Cry and you have no time for this Netflix schlock, then do let me know and maybe consider subscribing. And if any pathetic woke retard has a problem, go fuck yourself. Jackpot.
I feel like Fullmetal Alchemist is a good example of adaptations being shit and they not being woke or in or from the West, because Japan made a live-action Fullmetal Alchemist and it was dog shit. Absolute crap. everyone can suck at adapting things. And that's why I don't agree with the whole, it should only be handled by Japan. 10 off based. Most base take I've read all day. Oh, and calling things gay, of course. Everyone wants to be a hot girl and get... What? Get whatted? Oh my god. My mic keeps falling. Stay. Damn. Yeah, what a time to be alive. Okay, we're still all good here. Yeah, okay, we got a getting repeatedly killed in my winter car. So I think this is the third one? No, no, that's my winter car. Okay, is this the first one in winter car? Because there's summer car, then there's winter car. Because I think the summer car one is the older ones. We'll do winter car, I guess. Then that previous one was from... Oh, who was that from? I think it's in media I got it from. Someone suggested it. Oh, Spectacular. Don't ask me their opinions on it, because I'm not sure what they thought. Terry the Terrible. Ranting for vengeance, Jesus. See, this is why I stand with my government. Ban the kids from the internet. That video is a great example of my political stance of ban the kids from the Vote Erundel. Make America great again. Ban kids from the internet. No, I haven't seen Iron Lung. Oh, I'll wait for it to enter streaming. Okay, let's do this. Getting repeatedly killed in my winter car. Actually went to Finland and did all my summer cast. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Hold on a second. What's that noise? Is that a... Hello again. Welcome to My Winter Car. A game set in Finland. Finland, one of the countries ever...
I'm gonna keep posting these because every video I post about this, I get more and more Finnish people talking on there, and they keep dropping knowledge. So welcome, Finnish people that will find this video.
Created. It has a brilliant, vibrant culture of drinking, driving vehicles, drinking while driving vehicles, being a little autistic, pissing on the sauna, yummy sausages, rally racing, getting killed by rally race 8 million lakes, setting off fireworks in your own house, and of course, the brutal.
Oh, he did it the sucker way, setting fire. Just turn the sauna up real high. Well, I'm going through them all as quickly as I can. I've been with the sector. I've been only uploading a react every like 2 to 3 days. I'm slow as frick right now.
Unforgiving.
I'm sorry. I'm letting you down, guys. I'm sorry. I'll work harder. Don't beat me.
Winter. The fuck? My Winter Car is the sequel to My Summer Car, a game I have a little bit of experience in. And like My Summer Car, we have a simple goal. Buy a car, fill the car, and race the car. How hard?
I will, guys. Me from Finnish brothers. Stop thirsting over Finnish men in the chat, guys, okay?
Could that
At least pretend to be straighter and thirst after Finnish women or something.
Possibly be? So, let us begin. 1999, Finland, Perijärvi, apartment number 6, Monday, 9.
You know how to like appeal to the Finns. So I'm half Swedish, so half gay. Sorry. About what?
AM, attempt 1.
Never mind.
This is where I found myself a few weeks ago when I launched my winter car, named myself the incredible, illustrious Glorbo, turned on permadeath, and began.
Permadeath again. Will he never learn? The struggle will never be finished. Here, hey, yeah, it's like 10. I think 10 here.
Immediately I noticed I had not started at my parents' house in the middle of the lake, but in the apartment in town. Clearly, this was my...
We moved out. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. That's okay. I appreciate it, homie. I know that means a lot. It's nice that you hope I get better. Thank you.
apartment, with beer bottles strewn all over the floor and a few subtle urine puddles that really elevate the feng shui of the living space.
Goddamn urine.
For this run, all I wanted was to get the car running. This car, the Chorus Revette. So how do we do that? Well, a good start would probably be finding the car. But the car wasn't over here, or over here, and it definitely wasn't in
Is that guy like drunk, dead on the ground or something?
here. What the fuck? I couldn't find the Revette, but I could find the sorbet. Oh.
He's gone.
Okay.
Bye.
My humble daily driver that kinda, a little bit, sucks giant donkey ball. After scraping all the ice off the windows, I started her up and began exploring when I came across Timo's Pub. Timo's Pub! Timo!
This is something they don't show you in this from playing it. Why do you have to drive so far to get places? Why do I have to have a real sense of direction to play this game, dude?
In my summer car, Timo's was our primary source of food and supplies. And Timo. But, in my winter car, his store has been put out of business by a new player in town. About 100 meters down the road, a 24-hour service station, Pisk. Yo! Wow. Pisk has quite the vibe. Calm music, a big seating area, kids play equipment with
Fucking Pisk.
just a little bit of piss on it.
David.
Oh yeah, a couple of attendants, one bad day away from ending it all, and this.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say about that.
Oh yeah, a couple of attendants, one bad day away from ending it all, and
Who does he remind you of, guys?
this. Arknight's Enfield! That's right, fuckers, this video is sponsored by Arknight's Enfield, the brand new hit real-time strategy RPG with factory building? Oh, hell yeah! You play as the
Factory is working at Pisk. Max. Do we actually know what Maxwell looks like? I don't even think so. Paul and Mr. Beast.
administrator, the engineer, so to speak, tasked with building a foothold for humanity on Talos 2. And by that, I mean destroy, kill, and plunder with impunity. Look at these high-level enemies. They're too strong for me to fight them normally, but I can fight them with turrets. Play as one of 24 unique operators, sure to activate your neurons. Sorry, did I just say players 1? I meant players 4 operators at the same time. Wow, I just barely defeated this boss with my weak, wimp-ass gear. But now, I have a new resource, which means a new production line, which means new upgrades and new gear. And now, I can do this. I was lucky enough to play this game for several days before it came out in these 2 videos on my second channel. And it was actually really fun. Like, for real. I got lucky and pulled this 6-star operator, struggled immensely against this boss.
I bet it's because she's 6-star that he got lucky in the other thing. But also, this is an ad inside of an ad, so don't forget to check the link down below on Patreon, the sponsor link, all that fun stuff in the Discord if you want to suggest videos, etc. All that stuff. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that pile. And if you can come watch the stream with us, we play Arknights too. If you like to play, play. Yes. Yes, and that's the end of that.
A triangle. I stretched my industrial empire far and wide, and even snuck into the Port Kimball blast furnace in Oregon, where I got trapped in the coal coking machine. I'm Coke. The combat is pretty challenging. The factory building is delicious. And the story is multifaceted. So what are you waiting for? World Bonobo Day? Use my link in the description and download Arknight.
Is that a fancy word for it has furries?
Enfield now for free. Available on PlayStation 5, PC, and mobile. Anyway. Pisk, calm music, lots of seats, play equipment with piss on it, and this. A little note with a phone number to buy the Chorus Revette. And gambling. Back home, I gave that number a call, and the guy picked up, telling me to come grab the car at his house. Very exciting stuff. So I ran back outside, which was now dark.
Why is he pissing everywhere? God damn it.
Shit. Navigating in the dark would probably be a bad idea, because, you know, it's dark. So I tried sleeping through the
Oh, I had no idea he used face cam.
night, which didn't work because the night is about 18 hours long. Shit. This was also when I noticed a new, interesting bar in the top left. Problem. Problem is simple. If I have beer, no problem. But if I have no beer, problem. So a quick trip to Pisk and a couple of cases.
I like body tempers added because of the winter. No light for the finish.
As a beer later, my problem was solved. But beer makes you piss. So I started uncontrollably pissing all over the floor when I accidentally pissed in the electrical box. Yup, that's dark. Oh! And fucking died. And with that, Glorbo Florbo had survived for one singular day.
What?
Attempt 2. Name myself the piss note pissed on the TV.
That's what he gets for pissing on everything, honestly.
And electrocuted my dick hole. Attempt 3. Name myself Kim Il-sung and gather some important data pertaining to fireworks and their specific thrust. And attempt 4. Name myself stripped down, stark naked, meandering off into the endless icy abyss, never to be seen again.
Can you actually get naked in this game?
Which leaves us at attempt 5. Lock in, fellas. It's car time. For this attempt, I named myself
5 on the 5th time he finally got to the car.
Florbo Glorbo, who bears no affiliation whatsoever to Glorbo Florbo and his regrettable misfortunes. I started this attempt with the usual visit to Busk, where I bought some sausages and beer and had a quick explore of the highway, when I saw this. Oh my fucking god! Kidnap, abduct. Okay, let's get him in the back seat.
Oh my
Stop!
god.
No, don't do it! With my new friend
Why is his first thought to kidnap them?
acquired, it was time to grab that car. So, I drove to my parents' house in the center of the lake, grabbed the tractor, and made my way there. Let me turn on the radio. Bacteria music. Once I arrived, I paid the 500 marks, listened to the guy yap for about 5 minutes straight. Take all this stuff. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! And the chorus revet was mine. Now all I had to do was a bit of high-impact sexual tractor violence, and the revet was home. But we've
High impact sexual trap.
got a problem.
Hilarious.
This is just the car's chassis. That's it. No engine, no suspension, no wheels, just this. If I wanted to get the car running, first I would need to find all the missing parts, and I would find them in here. This is a classifieds magazine. Think Craigslist or eBay, but analog. It's got all sorts of listings like this box of 5 car parts, this epic frog purse, 10,000 wasps, and the soul of a Lithuanian man harvested in 1972. This sounded like a great way to get our missing
What the fuck?
parts. But we've got 2 small problems. Firstly, how do we keep track of which parts we've already got? This one's easy. Spreadsheet. Problem 2, buying these boxes
Fucking spreadsheet.
of parts costs money. This gave us a new goal. Money. So how do we make money in Waimatakar? Well, we do tasks for people, and they pay us. My first money-making endeavor was becoming a mailman and delivering ads. Every few days, I'd receive a stack of ads, selling everything from sausages and beer, all the way up to foot jobs, which I just made up then, they do not sell that. I'd then neatly place those
I don't believe it.
ads into mailboxes, and at the end of the week, collect an absolutely horrendous 136 marks. My second money-making endeavor was becoming the world's shittest taxi driver.
105 parts kill me.
The job works like this. Once a customer calls, I turn on the meter, speed over to them, pick up the customer, drive at a comfortable pace, turn off the meter, and collect their payment. More interesting than delivering ads, but it also suffered from one little issue. The pay sucked mega donkey ass. So, let's try something a bit more profitable. I know, home-brewed illegal moonshine. Add 1 yeast, 6 sugar, and a bunch of water to this bucket. Seal up the lid and wait several days until it stops going like... This is
Oh my god. And also, before I forget, guys, Twitch lifted the ban on combined chats. So I can combine you guys into the one chat now. Ha 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 ha.
spelled like
You
this.
have to be friends now.
In my summer car, we sold enormous volumes of Kill You to this guy. And nothing bad happened afterwards. In my winter car, he's moved in next door, which is even more convenient for my moonshining. What isn't so convenient is sometimes, at a crisp 3 a.m., he wakes the neighborhood up with his earth-shatteringly loud finish. Oh my god! What is also not so convenient is this. He wants me to drink some of the Kill You before he'll buy more.
Yeah, it was not allowed on Twitch, but you pretty much had to get reported for it. It wasn't like something they were looking for. But yeah, they changed it now.
Now, I am a bit of a casual alcoholic, but this man is a ranked, competitive alcoholic. So about 4 bottles of the stuff later, I blacked out.
What do you mean, guys? it's like you can deal with the smell.
Maybe we should try something else. How about selling firewood? People need to heat their house, otherwise they freeze to death. Most people happen to think that this is a bad thing, so they're willing to pay quite a lot to have this not happen. In my summer car, this job was decent, but very tedious because every single log had to be manually cut and manually thrown into the trailer. My winter car does away with much of this tedium with this, the log splitter. Back the tractor up to it, attach the drive shaft, crank up the throttle, and feed the hungry machine some tasty logs. Mmm, yummy! About 5 minutes later, the trailer was filled, so I reattached the tractor, made my delivery, and bam, $3,200. Does this guy ever shut the fuck up? That is more
That's a lot of wood, guys.
like it. A couple more firewood deliveries and we'd made some serious cash. Enough cash to call up some more numbers in the classifieds and take a whole bunch more part deliveries. Slowly but surely, the spreadsheet was filling out. But we had a new problem. Now that we'd delivered firewood to everyone we could, they didn't need any more.
I feel like this is the nerd simulator where you're just like, yeah, I'm a fucking engineer nerd. Let's do it.
Damn. But they did need their poop sucked. This is the sewage truck. People call up asking for their poop tank to be sucked dry. We drive the truck over, drop
I like how this is like, you need like 3 jobs to build a car in Finland.
in the tube, suck their poop, and they pay us 1,200 marks. Very solid job, but several poop sucks later, the poop truck was now full. In a perfect world, I would deal with the poop responsibly and get it treated at the waste treatment plant. But this is not a perfect world. The cheap option is to take a quick trip to my secret poop spot and dump it there. Well, it would have been the cheap option if some fucking bastard hadn't found my secret poop spot and reported my secret poop spot to the police. What part about secret poop spot do you not understand? Fuck you. Of course, I didn't find out
He went down like a sack of potatoes.
had been reported until I got a fine in the mail. For 7,000 marks. Well, what do? We can't pay off the fine because we don't have enough money, and if I end up in jail, I will piss on the TV and kill myself. We could visit the factory in the outskirts of town and get it. Get it.
Yeah, you'll have to get revenge.
Job. But I had one last trick up my sleeve.
A job?
Remember how the taxi sucked mega donkey ass? Well, what if we did a little thing called fraud? The scheme is
Everything but get a job.
simple. Step 1. Wait for a valued customer to call our wonderful taxi company. Step 2. Take the call and inform the valued customer that you'll be right there. Step 3. Start the meter. Step 4. Wait. As time goes on, the meter goes up. Fill up your car, have a cigarette, eat a delicious burger, slap away your children's future. Step 5. It's been 2 days and the meter has reached over 10 grand. Congratulations. Step 6. Pick up the customer and take them to their destination. And step 7. Gouge their fucking eyes out with a 10,000 mark taxi fare. He just hands it to me. Thank you and see you later. Print the receipt. There you go. Oh. So, let's get those parts. This was without a doubt the most tedious part.
Damn, he scammed the shit out of him. I think should be, your Uber pulls up with 3 crates of beer on the seat. Yeah. This is just like if you get an Uber like at New Year's or something.
Of the car building process. I'd buy a classifieds magazine, call up some numbers, wait for them to pick up the phone, listen to them yap, and yap a little more, and yap even more, and a bit more, and some more, and still talking, and talking, and talking. The longest I've ever seen was a little over 5 fucking minutes of this guy yapping, brother, just shut the fuck up, please! Once the parts were ordered, I'd do my favorite thing in the world. Wait.
Everything fell on me. Give me a second. Got me right in the name. My mouse. My water bottle got stuck on my mouse and then it just pulled everything with it. Fantastic. Okay, that's better.
And a few hours later, the parts would be mine, and the spreadsheet would look a little more green. Repeat that several times, and you get this. a garage
When they patch all the scams, cry.
full of bullshit, and a car finally ready to be built. Tomorrow. So I smoked a cheeky cigarette and dozed off to a deep, deep
He dies.
sleep.
I bet he dies. Oh no.
What? My fucking house is on fire. What happened? What? No. Fuck. Fuck.
Oh my god. You went to bed with a cigarette. Yes, I am. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, fuck. Luckily, the house fire only burns down the house and leaves the garage. It's just that, you know, the house burns down. So, there's no more house. Well, I guess it's car time. So, after a high-quality depression burger from
Just gives up on the house.
Bisque, I got to work. First, I built the engine, then the front suspension, the rear suspension, the wheels. I put the engine in, attached the gearbox and drive shaft, put in all that annoying shit in the engine bay. I bolted in the interior, I bolted on the exterior,
I like how you can see how long it kind of takes by how much his stats constantly change.
filled the fluids, wired up everything, and within only a few hours, the car was fully assembled. For once, something was easy in this game. All we had left to do was turn the key and start the car. Oh, fuck. Troubleshooting a car follows a simple logical process. For an engine to work, it needs three things: air, fuel, and spark. If we're missing one, it's not going to work. Let's start with fuel. Fuel comes from the fuel tank, into the fuel pump, into the carburetor, gets mixed with air and ignited in the cylinders. The fuel pump was fine, the carburetor was fine, the rockers and pistons were fine, even the exhaust was fine. But then, I noticed something. This is the camshaft. It has these little lobes on it that control when the engine's valves open and close. And this is the crankshaft. It's the part that turns the up and down of the pistons into round and round. If the crankshaft
My brain right now. Smooth as they come, I tell you.
and camshaft aren't aligned properly, then we could be opening a valve while the piston is in the way. So how do we know if they're aligned? This little notch on the crankshaft gear needs to be here, and this little arrow on the camshaft gear needs to be here. So I realigned everything, tried starting the car again, and it didn't work. Okay. Spark. Putting the key in the ignition completes the following circuit. Electrical energy, depicted here in the form of gnomes, comes from the battery. The gnomes travel into the ignition coil where the battery's 12 volts is up to several thousand volts. You can think of this as launching the gnomes at high speed. These high
The power of gnomes.
speed gnomes are then sent to the distributor, which controls when the spark plugs generate their sparks. Once the time is right, the high speed gnomes are allowed to pass through the distributor into one of the spark plugs.
You're right, the gnomes make it more entertaining for me.
Because they're going so fast, they can jump this air gap where they create a hot plasma that ignites the fuel and air mixture. Of course, none of this worked if our little electricity gnomes aren't going fast enough. And this is when I found that the ignition coil wasn't wired up. With that fixed, I was confident that this time it would work.
This time, yes.
And of course, it did not. Alright, air. Air comes in through the air filter, gets mixed with fuel in the carburetor, and that mix is sucked into the engine and combusted. When you step on the gas in a car, what that's doing is opening this butterfly valve called the throttle. This allows more air to come in, and it's the carburetor's job to spray in the right amount of fuel to make sure it's using all that air. If we have too much fuel, we call the mixture rich, and if we have too much air, we call the mixture lean. Okay. This was where
Lean, guys.
I remembered something very important. This game is not my summer car. It's my winter car. And winter is cold. Cold fuel doesn't vaporize very well, and we need it to vaporize for the combustion to work properly. This means we want the fuel to turn from a liquid into a gas. How do we do that? Well, we consult the humble phase diagram. The horizontal axis is temperature, how hot our gasoline is, and the vertical axis is pressure. If we raise the temperature, say by running the engine, the gasoline vaporizes better. But to run the engine, we gotta start the engine, so that's not gonna work. The other way to vaporize it better is to lower the pressure, and that's where this valve in the carburetor comes in, the choke. Think about what's happening when one of our pistons is going down with the intake valve open. It's creating a low pressure zone in the chamber here, which is getting filled by air and fuel. But if we restrict how much air can come in, say by closing the choke, this means that the chamber can't suck as much air in, which
Chamber can't suck, can't believe it.
means this area is now at a lower pressure. As we can see in the phase diagram, a lower pressure means better vaporization. So, if I pull the choke out, hopefully, it will start. Oh! And it actually did! Let's fucking go! We did it, boys! Yeah!
I'm expecting something to explode.
After somewhere around 30 hours of my winter car, I finally had the winter car. Once I threw some sandbags in the back for extra grip, I gave it a proper shakedown, taking it down the ice road at an absolutely
What keeps your car from bouncing off the road? Sandbags in the back.
incredible 100 k's an hour. Yeah, okay, it's slow, but it works. In deep snow, it was especially good. The Sorbet could only do about 40 k's an hour, while the Revette could do a staggering 60 k's an hour. Ooh. On the highway, it wasn't particularly impressive, but it did complete a lap. We had done it. The goal had been reached. We had bought a car, found all of its parts, assembled it, and against all
Oh my god, of course you did.
odds, it actually worked. So I started heading back home, again over the ice, when it all came apart. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh fuck. Where's the truth? Turn off.
He's got it.
Uh-oh. Just broke. So, this is a bit of a pickle. My car was not working. I'd foolishly forgotten my winter coat at home. It was dark. And I had a problem. I've been digitally brightening a lot of this video so you can actually see the game, but this is not what I was seeing. I was seeing this.
Yeah, they get pitch black over there, don't they? Like Finland does, it gets really dark.
But the cold didn't get me. No. It wasn't the cold. It was no beer.
Didn't he have beer in the back of his car? Dingus. Oh my god. And that brings us to the end of the winter car. And not summer car. Getting repeatedly killed in my winter car. What do we think, guys? I'd say winter definitely seems to up the pain scale, but I guess in this one you had to buy the parts, not just like all your parts, because some of them are just given to you, right? No bit make me want to play. It's a game of all time. That's for sure. It's a game. But guys, it's 10:42. I'm tired just from today because I am fixing my sleep. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be on tomorrow. We'll do some gaming and some other stuff. Just trying to keep it so I can go to bed at a normal time still today. So I don't stay up too late and die. So guys, I'll be on tomorrow again, but for gaming. Let's go Buzzkill 36 months.
Buzzkill 21 just subscribed.
Let's go.
Upgrading their cell.
And I'll combine you guys. What's sleep? I'll combine our chats if it's okay, guys. I'll combine the chat of YouTube and Twitch together, seeing it's allowed now. I make you a mod in my Discord. Sure, why not? I'm king of the mods. I'll ban everyone. It's almost 5 AM. I'm going to bed now. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Bye, Tetov. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're either going to play some Cult of the Lamb or some more Fallout or something like that. We're playing games tomorrow, pretty much. That's got to be our main thing. Games. We be gaming, boys.
Yes, boss. Make a Discord. Join the Discord gang. Okay, bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I feel like I should wait for this ad break because it's almost over. Night, guys. I'll see you later. Should we? Who's online right now? Beer is online. I just saw her there. That seems like the easiest because she's like the top one. Mira raid. They're playing Solasta too. Oh, wait, Honey's on too? Okay, Honey or Mira? Yeah, we're going to be gaming tomorrow. Shit. I don't remember who we raided last time. Honey? Bunny? Bunny? Honey? They're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I believe it when I see it. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me in my mulleted head right now. Yeah, so are they gonna go full out Cuddle the Lamb or yeah, something like that? Raid Asmongold. Yeah, okay. I did do Honey last time because I couldn't remember. Let me grab it. Okay, we'll do Mira this time. Because she raided me too not long ago, so I would like to return the fave. The favor. Okay, homie, we're gonna raid into Mira. Bunny copper raid. Bunny copper raid. Yeah, and I'll see you tomorrow. Democy is bad. No, shush. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for some gaming. Okay, bye. Bye.